All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today our topic is simple. Actually, it's not really the title of the video will not be the topic, but we will start with it. You know, in the news they are talking about Trump. He posted a video, and the funny they said in the video, hate monger video. I mean, this guy, he just posted a video about what the Muslims did to a boy by dragging him, chasing him, and throwing him from high floor and beat him to death. So in the word of the left-minded people, if you post a video about the crime of the Nazis, you are a bad person. Like, what the intention of this person to post the video? Is he saying those are great, or he is condemning them? So how he, by posting such a video, he is being a hate monger? I mean, how stupid that statement is. But you know, it doesn't matter what do you do. Your name is Jesus. The filthy left, they attack Jesus, you know, like day and night, but Jesus never harmed any one of them. So imagine if Jesus is not good for them, what you expect? Trump would be good? You know, it is not. It's like the topic now is not the crimes the Muslims are doing. It is a Trump. He is the problem. Like, Trump, why you are posting those videos? What's wrong with you? Just forget about them. Put your head under the sand and like act as if it's never happened. In front of us, this is a website. I don't know who made this website, but look like it's a website have to do with attacks, the terrorist attacks. It's called Story Maps, ESRI.com. Now, I believe the numbers here are not really correct. This is only for the attack made by ISIS alone. So the total attack, according to this website, is 1,048 attack. I believe this is absolutely false. However, if this is what ISIS alone did, so what the total of attacks happened in the last year? Actually, this is not last year. This is just 2017, which means up to now. We don't know how much this website is updated, but as you see in the map, it's all over. What about the attacks of Al-Qaeda, the Muslims Brotherhood? What about the attacks of other groups? There is tons of other groups. So, you know, when we speak, if I post right now, if I go right now to the internet and search for terrorist attack, what is the last update? You know, yesterday they arrested two Muslims live in Australia. They were planning to attack a youth school and to kill everybody in the school, or let us say as many as they can. I mean, isn't it this is what's happening and this is reality? Why, if I speak the truth, they get upset? Which territory in the earth it's not infected by the terrorist attacks of the Muslims? Where? Can you show me city? Can you show me places? I want to see them. Look, it's like mushroom. It's all over. And the question should be, why we don't see a Hindus attack, like from the 1,000, etc.? How many Hindus attack? How many Hindus did make an attack? How many kidnapping and beheading happened by the Hindus, or by the Jewish, or by the Christians, or even by the atheist? So why, when we say the truth, people don't want to see it? I mean, why, if we say it, It's not okay, but it's happening. It's fine. Why each time the Muslims they commit a crime, everybody stand to defend the filth of Islam? What's wrong with those people? How many attack until now your police were able to stop, and how many attack they failed to stop? So if I talk about an attack the criminals does, that's mean I am a hate monger? That's very funny. So what will make Trump a loving person to say Islam is peace? Should we say Islam is peace? I mean, who is the dump here? Who is the stupid? Who is the donkey? And I assure you, even if he say Islam is peace, they will not leave him alone. If he say Islam is peace, they will attack him. They will say this guy is lying. Islam is not peace. Which means it doesn't matter what he say. They will make articles against him to oppose him. You know what I mean? If you say the sun is shiny, they will say he is racist. If you say today is dark, they will say he hate the black. If they say I don't like chocolate, he will say, see, you don't like people of a brown color. It doesn't matter what you do. They are so upset because he took over. And now I just posted in the channel, I don't know if you guys saw it, a video of the decoration for the Christmas. You know, for me, I don't really care for the decoration for the Christmas. Like one of you, he said, well, too much money to spend, what about we give this money to the poor? And my friend, USA government, they are spending trillions of dollars over stupid things sometime. So you are worried about the poor now for a few Christmas trees. For me, those Christmas trees are very important. For the last 8 years of the filthy Obama rule, he tried to kill the Christmas. And not only him, all the Democrat, to the point nobody say Merry Christmas no more. They start saying Happy Holiday. So we are getting the Christmas back. This is a victory for us. This is not about a Christmas tree. You know, Christmas tree is not part of a Christianity anyway. It's more of a tradition, have nothing to do really with the faith itself. But for us, it is a victory for us as a Christians, for they were not able to kill it. We don't want somebody to say to us Happy Holiday, because those filthy left-minded people, they are trying to kill anything have connection with the Christian faith. So they don't want you to say Christmas because the name of Christ is there. So what they cannot delete the occasion for many reasons, but they work hard to change the name. They don't want the name of Christ to appear in your tongue. Don't say Christmas. This is why you as a Christian, you have a duty to say Christmas, not to say Happy Holiday. What Happy Holiday? We are not enjoying Happy Holiday. So if you say Merry Christmas, you are a bad person. If you say terrorists, they did terror, you are a bad person. If you say the truth, you are a bad person. You have to be a scumbag like everyone who sponsor the scam of Hillary to be a good person. You have to be a scumbag like Obama. How come nobody said to Obama, why you keep talking about the crusade? You know, the crusade, they were hundreds of years ago. And Obama, each time the Muslim they do attack, instead of attacking the one who did the attack, he speak about the crusade. Obama speaking and posting about the crusade, who they are people who protected their territory. It was not the crusade who went to the Middle East to conquer. It was the Muslims who came to the Middle East to conquer, because Muhammad is from Mecca, is not from Damascus. And Damascus was under the rules of the Roman for hundreds of years before Muhammad is exist. And in case you do not know, many emperor of Rome, they were Syrian. Do you know that? Syria is part of the Roman Empire for a long time, which means Syrian citizen, they used to be considered as citizen of Rome. And they are not only citizens of Rome, they are important people to the point many emperor of Rome was from Syria. So the crusade did not happen for 600 years after Christianity, for very simple reason. For Christians, they are not about war, but the Muslims who attacked us and then we attacked back. That was the crusade. Everybody judging the crusade, but nobody judged the attacker. You see, the word is filthy, disgusting. They judge you for defending your house and they call you the criminal, when the crusade never been about attacking the Muslims. It was the Muslims who attack us. Do you know what the Muslims did when they attacked Jerusalem? Go and read the Pact of Umar. That every Christian, if you want to wear a cross, you have to wear up to 15 kilograms cross in his neck. Who can carry a cross of 15 kilograms? You have to shave your head, in the middle of your head, to make fun of you, so you look like a fool. If you ride a donkey, you have to ride it in the wrong direction, which means you don't turn your face facing the donkey, you turn your back to the front and your face to the ass of the donkey. This is what the Muslims did. But yet the filthy scumbag Obama, he go back to the crusade, but he never mentioned the crimes of the Muslims. So it's okay to go back to the crusade, speak about people who exist before us hundreds of years ago, but we cannot talk about a crime happening every day. Every day. How many attacks happen in the last 24 hours? Anyone can tell us? Just type terrorist attack and what is going to appear in the screen? Attack in Australia, attack in USA, attack in the UK, attack. They are preparing. I'm sure they will do many attacks in the Christmas time, so be ready. If you are a person who live in like in America, you better, and you have a license to carry a gun, you better have your arm with you. What is your guarantee that a filthy scumbag terrorist will not drive his car and go over the crowd? So if I post a video of the terrorist killing an innocent boy, the topic is not the crime itself, the topic is me. I am the hate monger person. You see, none of them asking himself how shame, like what kind of shame they are in, to the point they are attacking the one who speak against the video, not about the one who did the crime in the video. Will Europe getting attacked? They deserve it, my friend. I'm sure you might be upset from me saying that, but they deserve it. If you don't stand up for the truth, they will attack you. Until now, every scumbag of in the government of Europe is defending Islam. The Prime Minister of England, right away, she is ashamed of the post of a Trump. What's wrong with those people? What? Ashamed of what? If I am a Trump, honest to God, I will teach them how to behave. The one who make one statement against me, he will never shake hands with me again. And this is America. Everybody need to kiss the shoes of America. This guy in a position, he can shake the whole world. He is not a joke. He is the president of USA. He is just playing nice. It's not Merkel who killed the future of Germany, my friend. It is the German. If the stupid German keep voting for her, why you want to blame the donkey to be a donkey? I mean, how she keep winning? Obviously, the German, they lost their mind. So don't blame her. Don't blame this stupid woman for what she did. Blame the stupid people who voted for her. Let us get real. You know, who is the one who destroyed the economy of USA for the last 8 years? The stupid American. I'm not going to blame Obama for being Obama. Obama is Obama from before and after. You have a problem, and the problem is people are uneducated and they are like living in a fantasy. A refugee is welcome, and now everybody from the whole world is coming to Germany, and now Germany cannot take it no more. Okay, have fun. Is it the fault of a refugee to come to Germany? No. Poor people, they are dreaming to have a better life, and the terrorists, they dreaming to have a better attack. And the Muslims, they have a dream to take over Europe. So everybody have his own dream. And the stupid European, they have no idea what's happening. Everybody is welcome. Okay, have fun. So we don't want to blame others for stupidity. We do. After all what she did, she win election again. I mean, who is the stupid here? The one who voted for her or the one we vote for? Obviously the one who voted for her. Anyway, for us we have to be truthful, and we have to be honest. And who care if the left agree, don't agree? You know, let them eat their fingers, let them bite their nails. You see, I don't agree with Trump in many things, but this guy, he is honest in many ways. He say things as it is. He is not politically correct. And you know, if you live in the world of the scumbag, you have to be politically correct. You see, even Christians, churches, there's a huge number of them, they are politically correct. That's why I'm not invited to many churches. Like like each year I do, let us say, few seminars. Why few seminars? Because there is only few they are willing to take it to the limit of being truthful, to be really Christians. Everybody is infected by the filth of lies, that we cannot say this, we should not say that, we should not, etc. It is not right to say so. Why it's not right? Because the whole world is politically correct. We cannot be truthful no more. So how you claim to be Christian? What it's meant to be Christian? Does that mean you can, we should lie to everybody? We should say Islam is peace? Even there is many stupid, they claim to be Christian leaders. They are inviting Muslims to what it's called, what they call it, interfaith meeting. I mean, interfaith. This is interdump. And the Muslim give you a speech about the beautiful Islam and how Islam make equality and etc. And the other guy, he said, "Son, thank you," and he give him a hug. And this is interfaith. You see, in the world today, everything is upside down. They are busy about the prince who is going to marry an actor in England. I mean, this is what they are busy about. People getting killed, people getting slaughtered. They are busy about a whore is marrying a whore. The whore prince, the son of a whore, is going to marry a whore. This is the truth. They are living together for the last 6 months, having sex with each other to last 6 months, and now they are getting engaged. And then 3 days after she get married and she get pregnant, and now she became a princess after she get married, she will ask for divorce and she will date a Muslim. History repeat itself. But nobody speak about you or about your stupidity, or about your being a donkey. As long you are rich, or you have a title, you are an actor, you are a prince, it's okay. Princess Diana, you know who is the Princess Diana? She is a whore. She slept even with the cook. She slept with the guard. She slept with the one who opened the car door. And she slept with Muslims. So who's left? She is the Princess Diana. I mean, everybody have to get sad. Like Diana, she died, man. If a woman, she is a decent woman, and she was doing charity, and she is helping people, and she died, who is going to remember her? Nobody. You know, she is not the princess. This is how stupid this earth is. Either they make you like God, even though you are a whore, or they make you like poo-poo, even though you are a very good person. They make you star when they want, and they make you an idiot when they want. Depend in the agenda. When this woman, she was sleeping with the Muslim, she is not even married to him. Sleeping in his yacht, going out with him, and still she is married. Nobody speak against that. I mean, what kind of a princess this princess is? Nobody dare to say that she is a whore. Even they have in the government channel, as I remember in England, they have an interview and they spoke about how many men she slept with. But still, for the world, she is the princess. So what I'm trying to say to you, that when you are, if you are a pimp, and you are a person who the devil like you, he will make you the angel of earth. He will make you the most beloved person. He will give you the image that you are the lovely one. And this is exactly happened with everyone who work with the devil. He sponsor you. And he will make people like you. Obama for 8 years in the office. The first country he visited after he became a president, it was Egypt. The first speech he did praising Allah and praising Islam and saying Assalamu alaikum. The first time ever he speak about his election before he became president, he says as a Muslim. And still the stupid American, they voted for him. Because the devil is in his side. And thank God that finally we are done with the Democrat. Otherwise, if we have Obama for 8 years and then we have the filthy scam of Hillary Clinton, who is in the pocket of the Saudi and the Kuwaiti, we will have another 16 years of Democrat. 16 years you are not able to hear the word Christmas. They are working hard to kill the Christmas, to move the cross from every street, to close the churches, to take, you know, if you speak against, you see, some people, they say to me, why you don't do what it's called non-profit organization, so you don't pay tax for the donation you collect? Because I pay a lot of tax, you know. But if you do that, then he will not be able really to be free to talk. Right away they will silence you. There is a woman, I forgot her name, she spoke against Trump and they gave her a hell of time. The government will control you and they will go after you because the Democrat is controlling almost every branch of the government. You see, the problem is when the Republican, they take over, they don't clean the garbage inside the government. Usually they keep the same staff. And the Democrat is corrupting the government in every way you can believe it. You know, Democrat for me is the same as a communist, but they have different name. They are communists, literally. They are anti-God, anti-belief, anti-faith, anti-freedom, to the point they want to force your children what to eat, what not to eat. They want to tell you that you cannot have guns. Why you don't want me to have guns? What's the problem? Why I cannot have a gun? If somebody break the law, arrest him. Criminals can have guns. They can get a gun in 5 minutes. The good citizen, he cannot have a gun. So they want to disarm the nation. They want to force you to do their propaganda and their agenda. They want to teach your child that it's okay to be a gay. They want to invite, you know, you send your son to the school and then you find that your child been taken to a place to attend the wedding of 2 gays. Like, what the heck? Liberals are literally terrorists. They are terrorists. And they are the same as ISIS. Go and see how many videos of ISIS taking the cross and destroying churches. Go and see what the liberals they do. They get offended because of a cross in the yard. They get offended because a cross in a school. They get offended. This is the same as Muslims. They never get offended of a mosque. They never get offended by Muslims praying in the street. They never get offended when a school open a room for Muslims to pray. Oh, those are the minority, you know, we have to support them, you know. The liberals and the Muslims, they are both in one pant, in the pant of the devil. This is why they always sponsor each other. And we have to be careful about that. If you think ever that the liberals, they will be truthful ever about Islam, you are dreaming. But in the last, let us say, 2 years, things is changing a little bit. And many of the liberals, they start noticing that they are dumb and stupid. What this guy named Bill Maher? Is that correct? His name is Bill Maher, right? Bill Maher is a liberal, isn't he? Isn't he? And he's an atheist. Even this guy, when he said, well, the Christian, they are not killing people. The Christian are not beheading. If you draw a picture of Jesus, they will not kill you. If you curse Jesus, they will not kill you. If they were all over him. But this guy is an atheist like them. He is one of them. They praise him. How many times this guy, he insulted Jesus? How many times he made fun of the Christians? How many? And we don't kill him. We don't do him. We will never do that. Why would we do that? Even when one of them, he is so famous and they love him very much, when he say he is trying to be truthful at least once in his lifetime, they want to bite him all over. But he is just I mean, who is the donkey here? Why they praised the donkey for being a donkey, and when the donkey decide to speak finally the truth, they eat him alive? Is he lying? Is this guy lying, Bill Maher, when he said, well, Christian don't kill you for drawing a picture of Jesus, don't kill you for saying a bad word to Jesus? They don't kidnap you, they will not kill you, and they are not, you know, this is the truth. Are we capable of killing? Yes, we are. Trust me, we are no coward. If you come in America, most of the Christians are very heavily armed. They have a lot of weapons. So what is stopping us from killing people for insulting Jesus? Because we believe that this is not right. It's not because we like you to insult Jesus. but because we are Christians and we've been taught not to be violent. We have the right to defend ourselves, yes, but we are not going to kill you for insulting Jesus. Jesus is going to punish you for what you do, and that day is coming. I'm not going to play God over you. You want to insult Jesus, insult Jesus. If that make you happy, be happy. So when one of them, he said the truth, even though he is one of them and they love him very much, and he is one of their leaders, they accuse him of being a hate monger and he have a phobia. When you speak the truth in these days, you have a phobia. My friend, are you blind? If we search here, I'm going to search just for the last 24 hours attacks. Islamic State said to threaten terror attack on Christmas. Oh, thank you very much. Counter-terrorism arrest Islamic, like they have Islamic plan to do attack in England. Thank you very much. We should not worry, right? This is just in the last 24 hours. Do you see it? Terrorism, New York Times. Latest news of update pictures and video. Okay, blah blah blah. All right. Like, wow. This is just yesterday. Just less than 40 hours ago, 48 hours, 36 hours ago, 230 people get killed, or 37. They are saying the number is increasing. As I said before, when the government they say 100 people get killed, it means there's 300, 500, 700. Few hours ago, the Muslims in Pakistan, they throw a bomb and they shoot at a Muslim mosque. Why they shoot at a Muslim mosque? Why the Muslim they shoot at the Muslims? Because they are from different sect. So the terrorists, they kill each other too. You believe it or not? ISIS consider Al-Qaeda kuffar. Kuffar, the kuffar of the Al-Qaeda, they are kuffar. And Al-Qaeda consider ISIS kuffar. And the Shia consider the Muslim Sunni kuffar, and the Sunni consider the Muslim Shia kuffar. If you not know what kuffar mean, they consider them infidels. They should be killed. So every Islamic sect have to have a duty to kill the other sect. If this is what they think about each other, what they think about you? If both who recite the same verses from the same book of terror, and they say the Shahada, and they worship the same moon god, they kill each other and they consider each other infidels. So what they will do to you? Even some of the Muslims, they want to destroy the Kaaba. I mean, you see, if I say I want to destroy the Kaaba, what people will say? What people will say, honestly? They will say this guy is a hate monger, he is teaching violence, etc. Muslims, they want to destroy the Kaaba. Do you know how many Islamic shrines destroyed by Muslims in the last year? Why? Because they don't agree with those shrines. Every sect have his own shrine, every sect have his own propaganda, every sect have his own agenda, and everybody else have to die. There's a guy who is supposedly considered from the companions of Ali. The Muslims, they dig into his grave. The guy, he is dead from 1400 years ago. They dig in his grave and they took his whatever left of his body, supposedly his bones, and they throw it far away so nobody will know where he is. I mean, those people, they are worried about even graves, the same as their prophet. When he killed the Jews, he digs their graves. But Muhammad, he dig the graves not for that reason. Muhammad, he did the graves to search for money. As you know, the Jews are rich. Some people, especially in the old days, when somebody died, they bury with him something he used to wear. Like today you wear a watch. In the old day, they used to wear jewelries, expensive rings. So the person he died, they bury him with his ring. He is wearing a bracelet, they bury him with his bracelet. He wearing expensive clothes, they bury him with the expensive clothes. So the thieves, what they do, after you bury a rich person, they come and they dig the grave and they take whatever you bury with him. That was Muhammad. Now, I think we covered this topic enough. So now we will switch. Shall we? You see, the Muslims always, they keep talking about Allah is God. Allah is God. We are going back to the topic we always talk about. Muslims and whoever is listening. Let me first turn my Skype on, so maybe a Muslim wanna call me. Hold on. Let me turn my Skype. We want to give the chance for the Muslims to defend their cult. And if you notice, guys, when a Muslim he call me, it doesn't matter really how big, how small he is. I am very patient. I don't ask them really tough questions. I make them feel comfortable, and I give them really the time to try to do something. And the funny, you will see some people in the text and in the video, they say to me, Christian Prince, let the Muslims talk. I mean, the Muslim is talking for the last 3 hours, and you are asking me to let him talk. What's wrong with you? So if we ask the Muslims, very simple question. Jesus is not God. Okay. Jesus is not God. But give me a reason for you Muslims not to follow Jesus. Don't you Muslims say that Jesus is a prophet? Don't you say that? So why you don't follow Jesus the prophet, but you follow Muhammad, who is not a prophet? What is the prophecy of Muhammad in the Quran? To call somebody a prophet, he have to prophesy. So how we can call Muhammad a prophet? Do we have any Muslim here? He is willing to tell us something. In order to call you a prophet, you have to be a prophet. In order to call you a doctor, you have to have a degree and to be a doctor. In order to call you a magician, you have to be a magician. So what make you as a Muslim call Muhammad a prophet? If there's any Muslim would like to call us, let me tell you about the prophet Christian Prince. In this coming year, a lot of people, they will have accident in the highway. And to make it more clear for you, to show you how much I am a prophet and to give you proof, this month a lot of women, they will have their period. I mean, wow, how does guy know that? Like what? How he must be connected to God. So what is the proof that Muhammad is a prophet? Any Muslim can tell me? I am a prophet because I think women, they will have period this week. Actually, as we speak now, there is a woman somewhere, she have period. Are you happy? How I know that? Unbelievable. Now what Muhammad said to you about the future make him a prophet? Remember, any prophecy, if it's really prophecy, it should be in the Quran, not in the Hadith, because a prophecy is something coming from God. It's a direct message from God to the Prophet. And as long Muhammad, he never received statement as a statement, he received Quran only. So where is the prophecy of Muhammad in the Quran? Anyone? If there is any Muslim would like to call us. I'm really willing to listen to you. You know, once I made a big seminar in a big huge church, and this church, they invited somebody, and he claimed to be a prophet. Now, you know, for me, I don't know this guy, and I cannot really judge who is he unless I listen to him. And then this guy, he start talking, and obviously he's very smart, and he knew how to play a prophet, but I assure you he's a scumbag. And then he starts saying, in this coming year you will have typhoon. Like, what the heck? Philippines every year have like 10 typhoon. So he is telling the Filipinos, in this coming year you will have a typhoon. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, what? This is a prophet? In this coming year, if you don't repent, there's a typhoon is going to come. My friend, typhoon is something happen every few months there. It's like saying to the Japanese, you will have earthquake next month. Will Japan have every day hundreds of earthquakes, not one? Some of them they feel them, some of them they don't feel them. So what I'm trying to say, you can be a victim of a scumbag who claimed to be a prophet, but a prophet of God is very easy to discover. Same time, somebody, he might say something and it might happen, doesn't make him prophet. If any of you used to watch my radio show with the brother Usama dakdok, I told Usama Obama will not leave the office until he establishes an Islamic State. 2 years after, we have Islamic State. Does that make me a prophet? No. I'm just thinking about what the plan of those people. But I'm not really prophesying. It's not God who told me. So the question is, what make Muhammad a prophet? Any Muslim can tell me what make Muhammad a prophet? As an example, in the Quran, if we go in the Quran, we will find the following. Do you remember the chapter where the moon split? اقتربت الساعة وانشق القمر. This is a piece of poetry Muhammad he stole from Imru al-Qais. However, Muhammad, by taking this piece of Arabic from the poetry of Imru al-Qais and putting it in his book, he got himself busted, because he claimed that the judgment day is in the corner, and the moon split. So Muhammad here, he claimed to be a prophet, telling us a prophecy. This is a sign of a judgment day. Any Muslim can explain to me why the judgment day did not happen? You see, when you say iqtarabat, Arabic is very clear. The word iqtarabat is like here. It's coming very soon. Huh? And already actually we are in the stage of the judgment day, to the point the moon split. I mean, what do you mean? What do you want more? Okay, the moon is split. Why the moon is coming back together again? What happened? Allah, he changed his mind? Splitting the moon was what for what purpose? The purpose is so clear. It's a sign of a judgment day. Where is the judgment day? Do we have any Muslim can explain to us? Let me try to be a prophet. Judgment day, iPhone X is here, and the judgment day is near. Then 100 years, 200 years is gone, 300 years is gone, 500 years is gone, 1,000 years is gone, 1,400 years is gone, and there's no judgment day is near. So Allah, he split the moon for what purpose? He was like saying to them, say cheese. Allah was practicing samurai. Allahu Akbar. Look at Allah, he split the moon. He must have a very tough sword. If we ask Zakir Naik about this verse, and we say to him, brother Zakir Naik, why Allah he split the moon? What Zakir Naik will say? Brother Sitter, ChristianPrince, he's all asking question, and those question, as you notice, they are kind of fitty. It's not a secret that Allah, he always liked to split the moon. As an example, there's an very well-known Arabic word, and became a song. It's called we split the moon every day. However, Allah, he changed his mind about flipping the moon every day, so he do it only in the time of the Prophet. And the purpose of flipping the moon in the time of the Prophet, because it was his birthday. So it was like a piece of cake. Thank you very much. Any Muslim want to tell us why Allah he split the moon? And really the moon was split. And the Muslim, they post a picture from NASA about the moon being split. Abdul, are you stupid or what? This is a picture of a valley. A valley. Do you know how big the valley of the Grand Canyon? But doesn't mean the earth is a split, Abdul. It's not. If the moon is split, the earth will be destroyed right away, because the moon will become two pieces. In order to split, it's mean the moon became two moons. This is what the word split mean. Any Abdul? So we cannot find one Muslim to tell us what is the problem, why Muhammad is a prophet. What make him a prophet? Because his God, he said the moon is split asunder and the judgment day is near, but this was 1400 years ago and nothing happened. So Muhammad, he told a lie. Who is a beautiful Muslim is willing to call us? And by the way, what is making the Quran more funny, that the Muslim, they add in the front of every chapter Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Like, what the heck? Guys, read with me. I know you don't speak Arabic, but we are seeing the things in English right now, right? And this is the Muslim translation. What is verse number 1? What is verse number 1? This one, right? Okay. So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim is what? Any Muslim can help us? You see, the Muslim, they say that we Muslims, we don't add words to the Quran. Liar. It's in front of you. Verse number 1, the first word in that chapter is the hour. So who is the one is adding Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim? It's not there, right? The Muslims add it later. Actually, the word Rahman first time appear ever, it was in chapter number 50. So how after 50 chapter Muhammad he received from Allah the word Ar-Rahman, and we know how it came to exist. He started from a guy, he called himself Rahmanul Yamama. So how those verses they have Ar-Rahman? Don't talk about the word of Allah is eternal, you see. uh, Allah he said about his words a lot of things, and one of the most funny statement Muhammad he said, or let us say Allah he said, because supposedly everything in the Quran is from Allah. Imagine Allah, the Jews and the Christians, or let us say not the Christians, the Nasara, they they were questioning, and I mean, what is wrong? Why this God he don't like he go mute? So Muhammad he want to prove to them that Allah is not a mute. So look what they said. He sent a message supposedly to Muhammad in chapter 18 verse number 109, saying to them as a response of Allah is being a mute. You don't talk much, you don't say much, you say stupid things. Say, if the ocean were ink, the words of my Lord, sooner would the ocean be exhausted than would the words of my Lord. Like, what the heck? I mean, this is really deep. I can print the whole Quran in less than like the size of a coffee cup ink. I'm not talking about coffee cup, the one the American use. I'm talking about Middle East. I don't know if you saw them. They are so tiny. The same they used for espresso, coffee. So small tiny cup is enough to print the whole Quran. Actually, with the laser is less. If you have a laser printer, is even less. So what Allah mean? If the whole ocean was ink, it is going to be exhausted, is going to be gone before Allah he finished talking. This must be that Allah is talking to himself right now. Do we have any Abdul here want to tell us what's happening? What is the words of Allah? Is that it was an exaggeration of Muhammad lying, or it was a stupid statement, or what? If you Muslims believe that Muhammad is the last prophet, you see, if you are from different religion, I can take it as okay, well, Allah supposedly is God and he will send more messengers, so he will be talking, no problem. But you Muslims believe that Muhammad is the last prophet, and Allah he put a stamp in the top of his ass. So if you flip Muhammad in his belly, you will see a stamp. As I know, it was a mole. I have a mole, by the way. I'm serious. Do you think I'm a prophet? How many of you have a mole? I mean, don't tell me about it if it's in a sensitive area like Muhammad. This is a false prophecy too. Because if Muhammad is a prophet, should not say such a stupid statement unless he have to admit he is just exaggerating. But as you notice, the Muslim they say that this is the one who's talking here is Allah. Look, it says say to who? Allah saying to Muhammad say. So the owner of the words here supposedly is Allah. Allah. You have a mole, Tony? Guys, somebody called the FBI. Tony have a mole. He is a suspected terrorist. Somebody have a beauty spot. I mean, here we go. We are getting a competition. Okay, guys, next week we are going to make a competition. It's called the mole. The mole competition. All right. Any Abdul here? I mean, what's wrong with this religion? And look, each time the people they ask Muhammad, how come you don't have miracles? How come you cannot do anything? Look what Muhammad he says to them. Allah said to Muhammad, say, I am but a man like you, but inspiration had come to me. That is your Allah is one Allah. Like, what the heck? Allah is one Allah? I mean, this is deep. What? Inspirations come to me that Allah is one Allah? You stupid. The Arab, they believe Allah is one Allah too. That's why they call him Allah. They don't call him Allahs. I never heard of the Arab believe that Allah is many Allah. But let me tell you what happened here. It's a stupid translation. The translation, it doesn't say your Allah is one Allah. But the donkey who made the translation, maybe he is using Google translation. It says your God is one God. Here, the word Allah, if we go in the Arabic, it's not even appearing. You see, innama ilahukum ilahun wahid. There's no Allah in the whole verse. But the stupid donkey who made the translation, he said, your Allah is one Allah. Garbage in, garbage out. What I can say. So who is a Muslim would like to call us? Guys, did you watch the video I posted about a Muslim from Germany who live in Germany? He made a debate with me. This was a while ago. I just saw it in the internet, so I download it and load it again. You know, when he came to me, he says, how come your God says to Adam and Eve all from all the fruits? Don't you know there is poison fruits? Like, what? Huh? You know, the Muslims when he think, it's like somebody, he ate too much potatoes and he is trying to go out in the bathroom and he squeeze it and he squeeze and it's not coming. I mean, look how smart they are. Like, your God in the Bible, he said to Adam and Eve, eat from all the fruits. Don't you know there's poison fruits? You never heard of poison fruits? And supposedly this guy is prepared to come and debate a Christian prince and crush his bones. And by the way, since that day, my left arm is hurting me. I mean, no, yeah, until now. What the heck? Do we have any Muslim here who wanna hurt my other arm? Any Abdul? Trust me, Muslims. If you call me, first of all, Allah will be with you. And if Allah is with you, I mean, that's a big deal. That's it. You are winner. You are a winner for sure. And you might be the reason for many people to convert to Islam, especially after they see the science in the Quran, man. As long as we are talking about Muhammad being a prophet, guys, don't forget to copy the link of the broadcast and share it with your friends, please. Okay, in Facebook, in Twitter, and in everywhere. And in the top of the link, say, don't click here. I will tell you later why you should say that. Just do it. Don't click here. Because a human being, he have a he have a mentality of being curious. You say to him, don't, he do it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So did Allah in the Quran says don't click here? Yes, he did. Any Muslim want to show me how Allah he did that? Let me show you how. Oh, let's see. This Quran is really weird. I mean, the search engine. Let us see. Read with me how Allah he said don't click here. Chapter 4 verse 171. Chapter 4 verse 171. Allah wanted to give us a lesson so we will not believe in the Trinity. Don't click here. Allah is very super smart genius God. For sure the one who made this statement is Muhammad or Waraq ibn Nawfal. Look what he said. O people of the book, commit no excuse. Commit no what? No excuse. In your religion, I thought all religions are Islam. I thought Isa is a Muslim. What your religion? Nor say of Allah aught but the truth. Christ Jesus, the son of Mary, was a messenger. I will not read between the bracket. Of Allah, and his word which he bestowed on Mary, and a spirit proceeding from him. Okay, and then he continues saying, so believe in Allah and his messenger and say not a Trinity. Here we go, don't click here. Do you see it? I mean, look how stupid this God. He just told us not to believe in the Trinity, but has just proved the Trinity for us to be accurate. Muslims, what's wrong with your God? Don't you think that Allah is taking too much hashish? Read with me carefully. Remember, Allah saying don't say Trinity, right? So the purpose of the whole statement, don't say Trinity. Okay, but he just confirmed the Trinity. Jesus is the messenger that make him the man. He is the word. Word of who? The word of God. And he is the spirit. 3 in 1. He is the spirit of who? Proceeding from him, which means from who? From God. So the stupid Allah wanted to decide, or that is to explain to us, that Jesus is not of the Trinity, but he proved to us that Jesus is the Trinity himself. He is the man who used to be a word, and the word which is a spirit. 3 in 1. And then the stupid, he says don't say Trinity. Any Abdul here want to explain to us what's going on? Do you think Allah that day was eating too much hummus? Seriously, Muslims, seriously, do you think Allah at that day he was eating too much hummus? I love hummus, by the way, don't take me wrong. I like hummus, I like falafel. By the way, hummus and falafel have nothing to do with the Arab, have nothing to do with the Muslims. People, they have a wrong idea. Those are food exist in the Middle East. When the Muslims occupy that land, the food is exist. Otherwise, the Arab, the Bedouin, go and read all the hadith. You will see Muhammad food is very, very simple, because Arab don't have really any cooking. For a very simple reason, they have just a desert. They have meat of a sheep, they have milk, they have yogurt. That's it, and the palm date. And most of the poor people, they used to eat insect. We go back to the topic. So why Allah here being dumb and saying say no Trinity, but yet he is confirmed the Trinity for us? Why you Muslims, when you pray to Allah, you praise 3 names? Bism. You see, I'm going to use my mouse, so the writing is not too much good. Bism, which is written wrong, by the way. The Quran write it wrong. 3 names. What are the 3 names? Allah, and Ar-Rahman. I should buy those tablet with the pen. Actually, I bought a tablet, but I lost the pen. I cannot find it. Allah, Ar-Rahman, and Ar-Rahim. Why 3 names? 1, 2, 3. Why you Muslims have 3 names? Say no Trinity. Say no Trinity, but you each time you speak about Allah, each time you want to read a verse in the Quran, each time every page we open the Quran we find Allah, Al-Rahman, Al-Rahim, 3 names. Why? But you say no Trinity. And Allah names is 99, which is multiply of number 3. I mean, is that a miracle? It must be a miracle. Say no Trinity, but Jesus is a man and the Word and the Spirit. Say no Trinity, but your God is Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Say no Trinity, but Allah has 99 names. But yet say no Trinity. Any Abdul? Who is where is the Muslims? Where is the brave Muslims? They wanna you know, they say they wanna get me busted. I get busted always. Not even one Muslim. I'm really disappointed. Look like the Muslims are not convinced no more that if they stood and they defend Allah and prove a Christian Prince is wrong, you know, they will get versions. Don't you want to get versions? And I like versions. I love versions. I pay extra money to get virgin oil. I go to the store, I said, what is the virgin oil? They asked me, you like only virgin oil? I said, yes, only virgin oil. So you Muslim, don't you want to get the versions? I'm giving you the chance to defend Allah. This is jihad, my friend. And you know, if you watch the Muslim videos, I wish I can play the videos exposing Christian Prince. You will die from laughing. I mean, every dump of them is amazing. And you will notice that the Muslims, if they speak to me once, they don't speak again. There's a person, he said in the comment, Christian Prince, why you don't challenge the scholars? What I am doing here, my friend, I'm challenging the scholar. I'm changing everybody. Call me. I don't care if you are a scholar, if you are dumb, if you are smart, just do your best. Why you don't change? Why you don't challenge the scholars? Whoa. Do you know who is a scholar in Islam according to Quran? Guys, do you know what the word scholar in Islam is about? Let me show you. The Quran says who is the scholar. There's no scholars in Islam. Let me show you. هو الذي أنزل عليك الكتاب, etc. Let us read the verse in English. Chapter 3, verse number 7. This is a disaster verse. This is one of the most stupid verses ever. In this verse, Allah is saying to us that the Quran is full of shish kebab. And nobody understands the shish kebab of Allah save Allah. Read carefully. Let me read make the computer read it for us. I think the computer will do a better job. Is it going to work? Let us see. I never try it. You click Command and X, I think. Is it? I know it's not working. Anyway, it is He who has revealed into thee the scripture wherein or clear revelation. I feel I want to cry. I feel seriously I want to cry. Look, guys. He revealed to you what? Clear revelation. But in the same verses, he is saying, there's a lot of verses, nobody knows what they mean, save Allah. I mean, how dumb the author of the Quran is. How you say, this is a clear revelation, and then you say to them, There's other verses or other part of the book which is nobody no understand. But those who has a heart is stopped. What? Who? What? And then he continues saying, they try to explain it, but they cannot, because nobody knows what they mean save Allah. I mean, this is genius. This book have a clear revelation. Have what? Clear revelation. It is not revelation, it's revelation. And it's so clear to the point nobody knows what they mean save Allah. I mean, do you see how clear it is? Anyone knows why Muhammad he said that? Any Muslim knows why Muhammad he said that? And the answer is very simple. They ask him a question, what those verses mean? He says nobody knows of Allah. What the heck? The prophet who gave us the verses, he himself do not know what they mean. So Muhammad, he want to save his ass from being exposed. So they ask him, what does verse mean? He says nobody knows save Allah. No, Allah knows best. Okay, hold on. Come on, guys, show some respect. Come on, please, control yourself. Show respect. Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you, I am a person who have 78 degrees in the Bible. But if any of you ask me a question about the Bible, I will say to you, God knows best. I mean, you see how sharp the answer is? Wow, me, this is deep. I mean, right away, all the degrees he have in the Bible is appearing. And Muhammad, he claimed to be not a person who have degrees. He claimed to be a prophet of God, who can tell you about Jesus, who exists 600 years before him, who can tell you what happened with Moses, who exists thousands of years, or let's say more than 1,000 years before him, who, you know, and he can tell you what happened with Adam. But yet he cannot tell us a verse he just said what it's mean. You know what I mean? Nobody knows those verses meaning save Allah. So why Allah gave him those verses? Abdul? I mean, this is just so cute. Hello? Let us make the story more clear. Allah, he is the God Almighty. And Allah, he sent verses. But those verses, they are full of a drama. Shish kebab, hummus, shish kebab, hashish, huba, duba, shish kebab, hummus, Yasser Arafat lips. They look like hips, and they taste like chips. And Allah knows best what he means. What the heck? I mean, what this God is talking about? So now Allah, he sent us verses, he give it to Muhammad. Muhammad is Muhammad is home. He got the delivery from the pizza boy. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, walaikum salam. Who's this? I'm Jibreel. You are Jibreel? Yes, I'm Jibreel. You have an accent like a Jew. Habibi Muhammad, Habibi Rasul Muhammad, don't argue with me. Allah, he sent me to you and he told me to give you those verses. Okay, well, what is the verses? Okay, this verse, it says shish kebab, hummus, huba, hu. Repeat after me. Shish kebab, hummus, hala hubu. No, Muhammad Habibi, no. Shish kebab, hummus, huba, hu. Okay, this is okay. Oh, hold on. Shish kebab hummus, hoopa hoopa, Obama who. Muhammad Khabib, relax, Muhammad. Read after me, read. I cannot read. Read, I cannot read. Okay, don't read. Repeat after me. Repeat. Hoopa 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 who. Allahu Akbar. So you Muslims are trying to convince us that Muhammad is a prophet. He received inspiration from his God, but yet he do not know what his God is talking about. Don't you think this is too much garbage? I mean, somebody here is so drunk, man. So Muhammad, he come to us and he tell us hubba 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 who, and then we ask Muhammad, hey, prophet, no question is allowed. Prophet, Christian Prince, don't ask me questions. I told you 1,000,000 times, I know nothing. Allah told me what I told you. I am just the middleman. Brother Sister, Christian Prince asking a question. How come the prophet, when you ask him what the verse mean, he do not know? First of all, the prophet is like a bashar. He is a human being like us, so he do not know. So it's very normal and very logical. Like what? The prophet of God, he been giving messages, and the messages delivered to us, and the purpose of those messages nobody knows save Allah. So why he give us the messages? And now we go to the scholars. Do you know who is the scholars of Islam? The scholars in Islam is the one who say we believe. Anyone he say we believe is a scholar. You believe it? Look. And those who are firmly grounded in knowledge say we believe in the book. Not the one who knows a book. He just said nobody knows what they mean save Allah. Do you see it? And those who are firmly grounded in knowledge of what? You just said nobody knows what they mean. I mean, isn't it, this is really madness? You just said nobody knows what they mean, and now you are saying those who they are firmly in knowledge, you say we believe? They believe in what? In verses we do not know what they mean? Hello? It's me you are looking for. Unbelievable. It's so cute. Unbelievable. You know, every verse in the Quran is a story, and behind the story a lot of hashish. Any Muslim don't agree with me? Any Muslim don't agree? Oh, I don't know what to say. And then by the way, the Quran is a preserved, my friend. The Quran is a preserved. Somebody post a link in my channel about what his name, the redhead guy that we used to be a Muslim. Yeah, he called himself now to don't convert to Islam. Anyway, this guy, he made a video about the Quran is corrupt, and what is the point? That there's the word here is not the same as the word there. My friend, this is very silly argument. The Quran is a joke. There's, according to Muslim books, thousands, if not millions, of verses or words are missing. As an example, Umar al-Khattab, he said, the Quran used to be 1,027,000 word, which means 1,000, 1,027,000. Go right now and search in Google how many words of the Quran. The Quran they have now, and this one is printed in front of you. It's like 260,000, something like this. So what we can say that more than 80% of the Quran is gone. What word here and word there? We are talking, you know, the hadith. The hadith says clearly that the chapter of Al-Baqarah used to be equal to the chapter of Al-Ahzab. which means there's more than 200 verses are missing in one chapter. How this happen? But as you know, if you take 1,000 verses from the Quran, nothing changed because it's a stupid book. If I take this verse out of the Quran, what will change in this chapter? Nothing. Nothing, because there's no connection between the verse before it and the verse after it. It's a shish kebab. You know what I mean? There's no connection between the verse here and the verse after and the verse before it. So you will not notice anything is missing anyway. If you are new in our channel, don't forget to subscribe, because in the end of every month we give out versions. I am an Arab guy and we have connection with Allah. As you know, I speak Arabic, you don't. I can call Allah anytime, and you know, we receive the best of the versions, because Allah, he have, you know, there's everywhere like this connection. You know, there's nice versions, there's big breast versions. I mean, depend on your connection. If you don't believe me, if you are a Muslim, call me and I will show you the reference that if you have connection, you get the best versions. Any Abdul? I mean, where is the Muslims, man? Where are they? Maybe they are getting ready for a terrorist attack. Anyone have a question? Who is a Muslim want to give me a question? Okay, any Muslim want to give me an answer? So you Muslims have no question, you have no answers. That's amazing. So beautiful. Anyone have a question? Who have a question? Especially from the new one. If you are a new person in our channel, let me introduce myself. I am an Arab. I don't want to say that when I go in the airplane. I don't want to say that. Each time I go in the airplane, the best way to take a seat by yourself to speak in Arabic. The guy next to you, he start looking around. He look at you and he's nervous. You know, you want to go to the bathroom. He start looking for a seat. It's empty. He talk to the host. He ask her, "Can I move myself?" Blah 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 blah. And then he disappear. He never come back. And then I have the whole 2-seat or 3-seat by myself. This is the beautiful thing about being an Arab. Before, I used to ask them in the airline to reserve for me a seat next to the window. You know what I mean? Like I like it next to the window so you can see things. But after what happened, because of the Islam is peace, always they give me like a place where you cannot move, like inside next to the window. You know what I mean? And there's no way you can like move fast. So always I get windows. Always. Any Abdul? Not even Abdul? No, they don't give me the middle seat. They give me the one in the in the next to the window right away. Except in the Chinese airline. In the Chinese airline, I like the Chinese airline. Like each time, you know, I try to use the Chinese airline, but not always you can do it. You know, the best thing about the Chinese, they have no idea who you are. No, none of them speak English. None of them speak any language. I mean, just as Chinese. Last time I was in China, we have a guy who is supposedly, he volunteered to be our guide. He decided, you know, those Christian guys, they asked me, we cannot go with you, so we will send somebody with you who speak English. He is fluent in English, quote unquote. Only Allah knows what he was saying. I have no idea. And supposedly he speak English. Anyway, in China, I did not see one person wearing Islamic clothes, I did not see one person, one Muslim growing a beard, even though there is Muslims in China. And the Muslim Chinese, actually, they are the most aggressive, Muslims. The major brigade of terrorists in ISIS in Syria are the Chinese Uyghur. Like when they want to do an attack, and the attack, like they wanna send people who want to die, not people who want to just do attack. Those are the Chinese. They sacrifice them. The Arab always in the back. They send the Chinese, the Chechenian, they send Muslims from everywhere, and the Arab, they preserve them to stay alive. So they sacrifice the non-Arab, and supposedly they tell them, we want to give you the best job, and you will go on, etc. You know, they convince them that this is the best. We are, because you are the best, we put you in the front. But the fact they want to get rid of the foreign Muslims, the Arab, they are in the positions of leading. They made the foreigners in positions of leading the front line. This is why in any attack, the major number of people getting killed is foreigners. When I say foreigners, I mean non-Arab. The Arab, they preserve them in the back of the fight, and they send African, they send stupid rich people, you know, they send everybody who is not an Arab in the front line. And the Chinese is always to send in the front. This is why they are the major number of people who get killed in the terrorist attacks in Syria and in Iraq. Yeah, Chinese Muslims are, but you know, by the way, you know, but most of Muslims, in generally speaking, they don't know really what Islam is about. The one who spread the filth of terrorism is the Saudi, and this is the truth. The Saudi, after the oil revolution, they start sending their money, building schools everywhere, using their relationship with the West. So if you go and see all the terrorist teachers, they get their certificate from Saudi Arabia. This is the truth. So all the roots of the evil is coming from one country. The head of the snake is there. Now I believe in the coming future, things will not be easy for the Muslims no more, because there's a lot of watch over money coming for mosque, for Islamic groups, not only in the West, around the world. Everybody is watching carefully. So terrorism it caused kind of like, let us say, delay of the mission of the Muslims to take over countries. Their plan was really big, and they were hoping that they will be successful so fast. Especially that the West, as an example, is controlled mostly by liberals, and liberals are soft target. They are stupid, they are dumb, and they side always with Islam. Let us make it simple. They side always with the wrong. So the Muslims, they were happy for the existence of the liberals. This is why Trump winning election was not really a good news. It was a horrible news for them. The same, it is horrible news for the Democrat, because Trump is a person who say things as it is. He know Islam is a filthy religion. Trump, he said Islam hate us. Did he lie? Guys, do you think when Trump, he said Islam hate us, do you think he did lie? Any Muslim, he think he did lie? Who is a Muslim here do want to prove to me that Trump, when he said Islam hate us, he is lying? Any Abdul? Let us see if Trump was telling the truth or not. By the way, I sent a copy of my book to Trump right away after he was elected. And actually I did, because one of you, he asked me, he said, please do it. I said, okay, I will do it, no problem. So I don't know really if he did read my book or not. If we go in the Quran, you will see chapter 5 verse number 14 speaking about us as a Christians. Read with me carefully what Allah he said in the Quran. From those two who call themselves Christians, we did take a covenant, but they forgot a good part of the message that was sent to them. So what? So we stringed them with enmity and hatred between the one and the other to the day of judgment. So did Trump lie when he say Islam hate us? What do you think? I don't care if you are liberal, I don't care if you are an atheist, I don't care if you are a gay and a homo. This is your business. Can't you be honest for a second? Did he lie when he say Islam hate us? You know, you might say, oh, this is about the Christians, I'm an atheist. Trust me, they hate you too. Because if this is the Muslim they consider Christians, the most close people to the Muslims, in case you do not know, I can show you the verse. And yet they want to kill us, and yet Allah want to spread hate between us. So what about you, an atheist? We as a Christian, according to Islamic teaching, according to Quran and the Hadith, we can live in Islamic state. We pay only jizya and we will be humiliated, but we can live. You as an atheist, you will be killed immediately. So if this is the case for the Christians, what they will do with the atheist? So do Islam hate us? Yes. Any Muslim want to prove us wrong? Muslims, they hate Muslims too. I mean, this religion is a stupid religion. It's a religion of hate. Hate is the flag of Islam. You are even allowed to kill even Muslims in Islam. If they stop praying, they are considered apostate. If the state stop paying zakat, they are considered apostate. If they stop even eating the food which is allowed, like as an example, you are a Muslim, but you want to eat pork, you will be killed. You are an apostate. Obviously, you are not following Allah. There's videos on YouTube, you can go and search them. The Muslims are breaking the legs of a Muslim by hitting him by heavy, thick piece of wood, breaking his bones in his legs, for he wear a jeans. You see the crime? He did wear a jeans. If for wearing a jeans you deserve to break your legs, because why they break his legs? Because the jeans is in your legs. So you want to wear a jeans? Okay. You want to wear the clothes of the American, the kuffar? So we bring him and we gather the people to see what will happen if you ever try to wear a jeans. Now when the Islamic groups they lose the war and they are kicked out, what those poor Muslims do? They start wearing jeans, they shave their beard. I can show you videos of a woman, she is ripping her burqa, she is ripping it off. You know, because simply they don't. You see, there's many when I say Muslims, there's two kind of Muslims. There's Muslims who they are born into Islam and they have no idea how filthy Islam is, because simply they are just born in a society, they call themselves Muslims, but they don't really practice anything, they don't have too much knowledge, they are naive, poor people. And there is people who knows what Islam is about. For me, a Muslim is somebody who believe and he know, not somebody he is just born of a family they are Muslims. You believe in this garbage, you are a Muslim, as simple as that. So for me, when you say you are a Muslim, I am consider you a believer in this garbage. That means you are a terrorist. This is why I believe every Muslim is a terrorist, because he believes in the terrorism of the Quran. If you are telling me you believe in a book you do not know, that means you are stupid, and that is not my fault. Do we have any Muslim would like to call me live? From those who they are watching, especially if you are here first time, if you have a friends and they are Muslims, please call them to call me. And by the way, if you think you have a friends and they are Muslims, let me tell you the bad news. Muslims don't have a friends from non-Muslims. Do you know that? In the same chapter we are reading in front of us, we can go, like I do not need to go to different chapter. I can go to verse number 51 and look what it says. I don't want to hurt your eyes flipping, but read with me, please. O ye who believe, take not the Jews and the Christians for your friends and protectors. You know, I remember once I was in a meeting. You know, there is a senator. This was in the Philippines. His last name is Catayano, and this person now is the foreign minister of Philippines right now. Right now, he is a foreign minister. So anyway, I talked to him, and then people they start taking pictures. I said I'm not really interested. There is a guy who is from a church. It's called Anabaptist. Anabaptist. I don't know if you heard of it, and he is Canadian. So anyway, because I spoke to the senator and I went in the stage and I asked him questions and etc. So like they put their eyes on me, and this guy he asked me, so what do you do? I said, well, I do teach. He said, like about what? I said, you know, about Islam. So look what he said to me. He said to me, so you are from the kind of people who spread division and hatred. You believe it? How garbage he is? This person supposedly is a minister in a church. He's a Christian. I asked him why you are saying that. He said, well, like, you know, from the questions you asked the senator, obviously you are telling him that Muslims blah blah blah. Anyway, so I told him I am just quoting what the Quran saying. This is not my statement. Anyway, after we you know, I gave him shower right away there, and then after that, when I went home, I went to his page in Facebook to check who is this guy, and I found him posting pictures of Muhammad. You believe it? And he is posting things which make him Muhammad like an angel. And this is a Christian guy from Canada who is teaching Christians in the Philippines. I forgot the name of his page in Facebook. Anyone remember the video I made? Who remember him? I forgot really the name of the church. He belonged to the Anabaptist, but they have like a name, you know, I forgot. So I made a video. The first video I challenged him to debate me. The second video, the third video, and the coward he blocked me from Facebook. He's the same. He's a stupid. The same as James White. You know James White. The same. I am just quoting what the Quran is saying. I'm not spreading hatred. I mean, why you are lying to the Christians saying Islam is a good religion, Islam is a peaceful religion, when Islam is all about hatred and violence? Is it right for someone he claimed to be Christian to defend a religion teaching hatred? Is it right that a Christian not to be truthful? How this person can be a minister in a church? And imagine he was attacking me. And this is what I said from the beginning today, that we have a problem that if you say the truth, they accuse you with hate. So Trump, he posted a video about the crimes of Islam. He is a hatred person. He did not do anything. He is against the crimes they are doing. He is not saying good that they did that. You know, why the world is so stupid and so ignorant. I am reading for you right now a verse about hatred. Does that mean I am the person who teach hate? It is the Quran says don't take Christians and Jews as a friends. Imagine if we say don't take Muslims as a friends. They will take you to jail. They will accuse you of hatred. They will sue you. This is a book the Muslims they teach in their schools in USA. This is a book the Muslims they read in their mosque in USA, in England, in Australia. Every Muslim in his mosque he read this. Take not Christians and Jews as a friends. So how he can live between us? And how we consider him as a citizen? And how we can consider him a person who can take an oath and take citizenship? It says as a friends and protectors, which mean a Muslim is not allowed to take your army as his army, your government as his government. A Muslim only accept Islamic government to be his government. So if I share the truth with you, I am teaching hate. Everything is upside down. The second you start saying the truth, it's the same second they accuse you of hatred. But who care? Accuse me of as much as you want. Imagine even they accuse me that I hate an Arab. I hate the Arab. I am an Arab. The same they accuse, what's his name? The guy who used to be a colonel in the army. I forget his name. He is an African American. He's a good guy. They accuse him that he's racist. He hate black people. But this guy is a black. I mean how stupid the world is. He is an African American. They accuse him to be a person who hate the black. Why? Just because he speak against Islam. I mean, how stupid that is. But because they are so desperate, they don't know how to fight you. They do not know how to mute you. They are angry. Trump, he won the election. How we can make him look bad? How we can make him look ugly? How we can? So they will not miss anything to make a story out of it. You quote the Quran, you are teaching hatred. Thank you very much for saying that, because you just prove my point right. Because the Quran is the book of hatred. If I quote the Bible, nobody can accuse me of teaching hatred. If I quote Jesus saying, love your enemy, bless those who curse you, can you accuse me of teaching hate? No. I quote the Quran, you accuse me of teaching hate. So you just admitted that Quran is the book of hatred. But because you are a scumbag liar, you don't dare to say it is the Quran saying that, so you accuse me when I am just the one who's reading what it says. Even the Quran forbid Muslims to take their own father and their own brothers as a friends. You know, the same guy I spoke about, the one from the Anabaptist church, the one who attacked me, he said to me, but I have Muslim friends, they are not like what you say. I said, Muslims have no friends. He said, no, I have Muslim friends. I said, Muslims, you're not listening. Muslims have no friends. He said, you are not listening to me. I have Muslim friends. I said to him, you are the one who's not listening. Muslims have no friends. I'm not saying you are not a friend for them from your side. I'm saying they are people who don't accept you as a friend. I right away said to him, take a note and let me show you on my phone. Chapter 5 verse number 51. So the donkey, he keep repeating, I have Muslim friends, I have Muslim friends. My friend, you have Muslim friend, but they don't have you as a friend, because a Muslim is not allowed for him to have you as a friend. It's forbidden for the Muslim to have you as a friend. If we go to different verse in the Quran, we will find this. We will go to chapter 9. All right. Before we go to chapter 9, verse 3, verse 28, this is the verse of Taqiyya. It says clearly, take not non-Muslims as a friends. Take not non-Muslims as a friends. I mean, how clear that can be. Let not the believers take for friends or protectors the unbelievers. Are you an unbeliever? Yes. Are you an atheist? Yes. Are you a Hindu? Yes. Are you a Buddha? Yes. Are you a Christian? Yes. Jews? Yes. Whatever you are, yes, you are not their friend. Do you think for a Muslim who he say he love Allah and Muhammad, it's more important for him to take you as a friend and go to hell, or to follow the teaching of Allah? Look what the verse saying, that the one who take the non-believers as a friend, he is one of them. The same appear in the verse we showed you before, verse number 5, chapter number 5, verse number 51. It says that if you take them as a friend, he amongst you that turns into them in a friendship, he is of them. He's what? He is of them. What does that mean? He is not a Muslim. Just for taking you as a friend, he is considered as apostate. And what does that mean? He should be killed. The same thing appear in chapter 9 verse number 23, where it says you cannot take your father and your brother as a friend. Let us go here. Let us jump. I don't want to hurt your eyes looking. Let me get the verse. Until now we did not get a Muslim to call us. How sad. Here we go. Chapter 9 verse number 23, and this is the Muslim translation, nothing of my own. Oh, who you believe, take not your friends and protectors as your father or your brothers. But this is their father. I cannot be a friend to my father and my brother. We are talking about a brother and the father from your blood. Your father, the one who slept with your mom. We are not talking about the neighborhood. You know what I mean? The Muslim, they try to fool you and say, no, 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 we love you Christians, we love you. That you cannot even be friend to your own father. The one who slept with your mom and made her pregnant with you. Even that one, you are not allowed to have him as a friend. Even your brother from your blood, your brother, the one who is born from your mom, who is the son of your dad, he cannot, and you are not allowed to take him as a friend. How much hateful this religion can be more than this? So if there is someone of you, he think that Islam allowed non-Muslims and Muslim to be friends, that mean you are ignorant, my friend. As you see, even their father is not allowed to be a friend for them. And why the father is not allowed to be a friend? Because he is not a Muslim. So the scenario we are talking about here is not about your father who is a Muslim, is about a father who is not a Muslim, is about a brother who is not a Muslim. Because he is not a Muslim, so a Muslim cannot take him as a friend. So what they are if they are not friends? They are enemies. According to Islam, everyone is not a Muslim is an enemy to Allah. What do you say, Muslims? Any Muslim have an objection? The Muslim, they will say to you, well, the Quran allowed us to marry their women. They allow you to marry their women because they want to increase the number of Muslims. A Muslim woman is not allowed to marry a Christian man. If she does, she will be killed immediately. Why? Because in Islam, the child follow the father religion. So they want to increase the number of Muslims. As simple as that. And will decrease, you know, if you take the Christian women, Christian men, they will be short of women. That make them will be short of babies too. So the whole plan is how we can spread the religion and we increase the numbers of Muslims. Not because you love the Christians. The Quran says it clearly, you cannot take the Christians as a friend. So you can marry a Christian woman, but you cannot take her as a friend. What does that mean? Oh, what you want is her babies, and you have sex with her. Do we have any Abdul wanna call us? As you see, we are badly short in Abdul. Lately, we have a dry weather with Abdul. No Abdul no more. I'm not sure why. Where is the Abdul? Those Abdul who post in my channel in YouTube and say stupid things, and you know, like there's Abdul, he said, let me see what this guy he said. Hold on. I think he said, I stopped listening to this guy. He mean me, ChristianPrince. The second he said that God is a man. I never said God is a man. You Muslim says God is a man. It is you Muslims who believe God is a man. You see, we Christians, we don't believe God is a man. We believe God came to us as a man. He humbled himself and he come to us as a man, but he is not a man. It's you dumb Muslims who believe that Allah is a man, and we can prove it to you. It's your prophet who compare between a man and the look of Allah. Why? Because he is afraid that you Muslims will be confused about how Allah look like and how the man look like. So you will think that this man is Allah because they are identical. The only difference between the man and Allah is one eye. If you remember, like I think 2 weeks ago, we have a woman who called us. What was her name? Tahani, something like this. Let me see the video. Yeah, I think this one here. Yeah, let me show you how the Muslims, they always try to play games and they never answer a question about anything. Right.
No.
Why? So why his name? Why his name is Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal? What Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal mean? Translate to me.
Yes, his name will be Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal because he pretend that he have the same miracles as the Jesus
He
have.
pretend to
Just
be
like
Jesus,
he pretend to be
the Messiah. He pretend to be the
Yes.
Messiah. Okay, so thank you.
Yes.
So now you agree that he is pretending to be. Let me
Messiah.
show you first. So now, and this is how hard it is to speak with Muslims. You know, when you speak to people who they are full of lies, they, you know, they play games and they walk you in a circle. You have to corner them to get them to say something. Like now, she said, no, listen, let me just go back a little bit so you can see what happened. Listen carefully. It says Al-Masih ad-Dajjal.
Can you tell me that?
Well, who?
No.
Okay. No. Hold on. Okay. Let me ask you. Why no? Why no? Explain to me first. Why no? Why no? He's God, right? He's Almighty. What Almighty mean? It's mean
because
he can.
He said nothing in the universe looked like me.
Okay. So how? Okay. How nothing like him? And then your prophet comparing him to a Dajjal.
No. In this hadith, you understand the hadith wrong. That's what I'm telling you. That Arabic words are very hard to explain.
Do you speak Arabic? Do you speak Arabic, Tahani? Do you speak Arabic, Tahani?
Yes, I'm speaking Arabic.
Okay,
actually.
I am an Arab too. So what do you mean Arabic language is very hard? Do you speak Arabic better than me?
No.
Okay,
no,
so
let us
read the Arabic. Me and you. Okay, hold on. Listen. Tahani, listen. Let us read the Arabic. You speak Arabic, I speak Arabic, and we translate to people in English. إني قد حدثتكم عن الدجال حتى خشيت أن لا تعقلوا إن مسيح الدجال رجل قصير أفحج جعد أعور مطموس العين ليس بناتئ ولا حج جحراء فإن ألبس عليكم فاعلموا أن ربكم ليس بأعور فإن ألبس عليكم فاعلموا أن ربكم ليس بأعور ألبس عليكم من؟ الدجال. المقارنة بين من ومن.
ممكن أعرف إيش اسمك لو سمحت أول حاجة؟
My name is a Christian.
أوكي طيب الحديث هذا أنت من فهمت
English now. English.
الحديث
let's go back to English because
العلامات الصغرى ليوم القيامة.
No, this is not about علامات. No, this is not about علامات. No.
الدجال هذا إيش صفاته؟
Let us go to Arabic. Let's go to English, Tahani, please, because people are listening, they speak English only. So let's go back to English.
Okay.
We read the hadith in Arabic, so no confusion will be no more. And now we go back to English. Okay, thank you.
Okay. God in Prophet Muhammad.
I lost you, Tahani. I think you touched your microphone.
Okay.
All right, you're back.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Prophet Muhammad explained in this hadith how Dajjal will look like. And he said he's a man.
Okay.
But this man, God gave him just like what he gave Jesus. He will came in the judgment day, okay, and he have ability to kill people, to make people alive, to heal people, just like Jesus.
Okay.
But this one have more like the Jesus. So to tell the people to worship him, he will came to the earth and tell the people, I am God, worship me, and he will do miracles just more like Jesus did. So Prophet Muhammad explained what he look for the Muslims. So when they saw this man, they have to be they have kept in Islam, not to follow him, not believe in him.
Okay, but this guy.
Okay, and
but this guy.
And he described also he is very ugly.
Okay, hold on, Hani. But this guy, he will claim to be the Messiah, correct?
No, he is not claiming to be a Messiah.
No, he claimed. No, look, it says Al-Masih ad-Dajjal. His name is Al-Masih ad-Dajjal, but the false one. So he claimed to be the Messiah.
No.
Why his name is Al-Masih ad-Dajjal? What Al-Masih ad-Dajjal mean? Translate to me.
Yes, his name will be Al-Masih ad-Dajjal because he pretend that he have the same miracles as the Jesus.
He pretend to be Jesus. He pretend to be the Messiah. He pretend to be the Messiah. Okay, so thank you.
Yes.
So now you agree that he is pretending to be the Messiah. So now, why Allah is comparing? Muhammad comparing between him and Allah? He should compare between him and the true Messiah, because the one who will come back, remember, is Messiah too, the true Messiah, correct? So we have two person. Hold on. We have two person. We have two person. One person is the true Messiah. Other person is the false Messiah. And both of them, they will come back. So Muhammad, if he want to compare, he should compare between the false Messiah and the Messiah. and then comparing between their look, that will make sense. But he is not comparing between the true Messiah and the false Messiah. He is comparing between the false Messiah and the look of Allah. Now why
Yes.
we compare between the look of Allah and his look?
Because Prophet Muhammad knows that people know how did Jesus look like. He's a
Oh,
human.
he know.
He's not. He's not.
Did you see
one
Jesus,
eye,
my
right?
friend? My friend, did you see Jesus?
Yes, I saw Jesus.
When?
Yes, I saw him.
When you saw him?
He is a man.
No, when you saw him?
Even Mary.
Well, this guy is a
we did not
no.
see him
You
just
see,
like physically.
see,
But
listen.
we know
Okay,
he is a man.
no problem.
He will never be like.
No problem. No
did
problem.
Jesus have
This
one
is
eye?
not the question. This is the
So
question.
Prophet Muhammad can
No, he did
compare
not say
with the
Jesus,
full
my friend. He did not
Messiah.
say. He did not say
Messiah.
Jesus. He said, "Your Lord is not one-eyed." Are you agreeing that Jesus is Lord?
No,
So,
he is talking about, you said that right now, he is comparing between the false Messiah and God.
no, I'm not saying that.
comparing-
I'm not saying that. I'm saying to make it accurate, Muhammad should compare between the false Messiah and the true Messiah. But your prophet did not do that. He compared between the false
my
Messiah
prophet did
and
that
Allah.
for a reason.
What is the difference
Listen
between
to me.
Allah? Hold on. What is the difference between Allah and the false Messiah according to the Hadith?
Listen to me.
What is
I will
different?
explain
No,
to you.
what is different? Tell me first. What is the real difference between Allah and the false Messiah according to this Hadith? There's only one difference, correct? It's the eye, correct?
No, it's Allah, the hair,
Well, read
the
it for
look,
me. It's no,
he's walking,
no. It
he's
says no, no, no,
human,
no, no.
he's
He said you should know. You should know. He did not say the rest are different. No, he should say. He said that you should know that your God Allah is not one-eyed. So the only difference is the one eye.
No. When you said
so
that
are you
Arabic,
saying? Are you saying? Are you saying?
face.
Okay. Are you saying that your prophet saying to you that he have a curly hair? Allah don't have curly hair.
No, that's why.
So why he is describing? So why he is describing? So why he is describing the curly hair?
I want to explain this to you and for all the people who listen to me right now. This hadith, Prophet Muhammad, he did not compare between true Jesus and false Jesus. He compared between the false Jesus and God. Okay?
That's wonderful. Okay.
Why did Prophet Muhammad say that? Because he know that people worship Jesus as a God.
Who? The Muslims?
Yes. No, the Muslims, the Christians.
But Muhammad talking to the Muslims, not to the Christians.
Yes, but Prophet Muhammad, when he explained for us,
you know, I mean, I hate myself sometimes. You see, why Allah why Muhammad is comparing Allah to the man who claimed to be the false Jesus, because he know that we people, they think Jesus is God, but Muhammad is talking to the Muslims. I mean, I wish I can play stupid and dumb for long. I cannot play that game so much. I try to go easy with them. I try to you know, like to be you know, like to make them feel encouraged to say more, because the more a Muslim he speak, the more he do poo-poo. Poo-poo. Muslims don't talk. Muslims do poo-poo. In every statement they say, they do poo-poo. The hadith is so clear. He is worried that those people, they will be confused about who is Allah, this man or the true Allah. But this man is a man. This man is short, he have a big ass, he have a curly hair, and what Muhammad he said, the difference between him and the true Allah is one eye. That's it. The differences between them is physical. But they try to play games in order not to answer. This is the whole point. I'm not going to answer you. I'm not going to show you that my prophet is a stupid. So
he not explain just for us Muslims. He explained for all the human beings. That
that will not make sense, my friend, because the Christian believe that Jesus is God anyway. So you say to me that God don't look like God? What does that mean? God don't look like God. The Christian believe he's already God. The Christian, my friend,
when you read the hadith, you should know why did Muhammad say that. What the hadith means in Arabic, right?
Why?
You read this hadith in Arabic to me right now, right? When you're an Arabic man, I can ask you about the what did Muhammad tell? What did Muhammad mean? Why he said that? Why he compared between the the false Jesus and God right now.
Okay, so should we say,
And
should we say,
you cannot.
shouldn't we
Yes.
say that
You have to tell
we
me.
have
You
to
have
make
to
a
tell me right now,
differentiation?
why
If,
did
listen,
Muhammad
listen,
should
why
compare
he is
between the
describing the
false
look,
Jesus and the
Tahani,
true
Tahani,
Jesus?
Tahani, hold on. Why he is describing the look? If Allah is God anyway, he don't look like a man. But he is saying you should know that he have only one problem in the eye. So he didn't say he have eyes and your God doesn't have eyes. He have hands and your God doesn't have hands. No, he said you should know that the Dajjal, he have a problem with the right eye. And your God is two eyes. So what we have now, we have a man have a problem with the right eye, and we have Allah have a no problem with the right eye. So that's mean Allah have a left eye and he have a right eye. Do you agree?
No, no.
What do you mean? No, no. Allah, he said,
I don't know. I don't
said,
know. You're
he
an
said.
Arabic man. I
Okay,
can
listen.
explain
He
it to you
said
for
you should
Arabic.
know.
And
You should. I mean, you are an Arabic man, man. You see, in the beginning, she mentioned that Arabic is hard, and you should know. But then, when she learned that I am an Arab, the game have to change now. You see, if you're an American, they will say to you, "Oh, you should know Arabic to know and understand the Quran and to understand the Hadith." Oh, okay. And now I'm an Arab, so what she should say to me? She will say to me, "Your English is funny." Unbelievable. I never heard of a Muslim complain about the English of Zakir Naik or Didat. You know, it's very clear. Your God is a man. The only difference between this man who is a false messiah and Allah is one eye. I mean, how stupid we can be more than this to understand it. Look, it's very easy to, it's very easy. The story is very simple. Muhammad is so worried, you will be confused. Confused about what? About him. Why they will be confused? The whole story described nothing but physical details. Your God is not one-eyed, as simple as that. So everything between Allah and that false Messiah is exactly the same. The false Messiah is a man. Simply, he is a person who will claim to be the Messiah. That's what the Muslims believe. So he is a man. Why people they will confuse about him to be God? You see, Muhammad did not talk about miracles. He did not talk about action. He described them only physically. The only way to know who is the true God is to know the one who have a eye problem is the false God, and the one have a good eye, he is the right God. So this hadith admitting that Jesus is God, because this person is coming to claim that he is Jesus, and Muhammad is trying to confirm to the Muslims that he is coming claiming to be the Messiah. This is why they call him Al-Masih Ad-Dajjal. In Arabic, Masih Ad-Dajjal, for those who do not know, Dajjal in Arabic is a word mean like I say a liar or a deceiver, a scammer, a fraud. All right, so he is the Messiah, the fraud, not the real. So the Messiah, the fraud, Muhammad is worried that the Muslim they might think that he is Allah. And to avoid that mistake from happening, he is describing the Messiah, the fraud, physically and comparing his physique to Allah. And he could not find any differences between them except the eye. If there's any Muslim would like to call us, do we have any Muslim would like to call? Anyone? Who is a Muslim? he think Islam is a good religion. He is willing to call. My Skype is in the screen. Feel free to call me. Anyone? Only Muslim. I want Muslims to call me. Any Abdul? Who is Abdul? He want to show us that we are wrong about Islam. And trust me, I will speak to you in a nice way. As you see, I spoke to this girl for for a long time. I did not. And by the way, at the end, she became so rude and she started insulting. Right? They have double standard, have double faces. And by the way, when Muhammad he says that Allah have two eyes and one of them he have right, and as long you say your God is not one-eyed. Okay, I have a question. Why Allah have two eyes? Any Muslim can answer? Why Allah he has two eyes? What the point of having two eyes? Can we see everything in two eyes? You might say to me, why Jesus have two eyes? Well, Jesus came, God came to us as a man, in a form of a man. So he have the look of a man, as simple as that. Now, why Allah have two eyes? What the purpose of having two eyes? If Allah have two eyes and his eyes in his face, that means he cannot see what he cannot see what is in his back. Can he? Can Allah see what is in his back? As you see here, that Muhammad he is talking about the right eye, which is having the problem with this guy. Any Muslim? Allah have two eyes, Allah have two hands, and by the way, Allah hands, both of them, they are in the right side. Both Allah hands in the right side. I mean, this is a joke. Why Allah have two hands in the right side? What's happening here? Is that a birth defect? Muslims, is that a birth defect? Let us show you. You see the translation. Look at the Muslim translation. This is the same hadith. They changed the translation. This one is giving the translation correct. Look here. And both of his hands are right hands. Do you see it? God have two hands and both of them they are in the right side. So what he have in the left side? And any Abdul? If I use my guys that I do I'm an artist, right? You know that, like there's many artists in the world, they copy my drawing. So if we draw Allah right now based on this is, let us say this is Allah. This is Allah who have two eyes and then he have body. I mean, this is amazing. You see how good I'm drawing? And then this is his right side. In his right side there's two hands. Every hand have 5 fingers. Those they look like a gun. I mean, my mother, she would be so proud of me if she see my drawing. So Allah have two hands and he have a shin. Okay, what he have in the left side? Why Allah hands both of them are in the right? They are right. What's wrong? Any Abdul he have idea? Oh, sorry, you cannot see, guys, my drawing. Okay, I will fix that. You are missing my art. That's this is I cannot forgive myself. All right. So Allah have two hands in the right side. Explain to me how this happened. What is the problem here? So they say to us Allah is not a man. Okay. They say to us Allah is not Jesus. We don't want Allah to be Jesus, and we don't believe in that is an insult to Jesus that he is Allah. That's not accepted actually. But look at your God. He have a shin, he have 5 fingers, he have 2 hands, he have 2 eyes. By the way, Muslims, do we have an ass? Because if you believe that Allah don't have ass, let me adjust the picture of Allah. That will make it like this. He have a head, 2 eyes, and then there's no ass, so I am assuming right away that Allah hands is right away coming from here. And then he have a leg. Are you happy, Muslims? And he have a foot. This is Allah. This is God. 2 hands in the right side, 1 foot, and 1 leg, and 2 eyes. Hello? I mean, don't take me wrong. This God is so beautiful. I mean, remind me of my childhood. You see, guys, how much I am improved in my drawing. I used to get 0 in drawing when I was in a student. I am the last one to draw anything. Unbelievable how good is my drawing. This is me now after all the improvement. So you can imagine my drawing when I was like 6 years old. And Abdul can explain to us what's happening. I mean, what will happen to Allah if he have 2 hands, 1 on the right and 1 on the left? As long Allah have 2 hands in the right, that's mean he have a left. So what we will do with the left now? The left is empty. The left side of Allah is totally empty. Is that what you are trying to say to us Muslims? And by the way, why Allah have fingers? And Abdul? And he have 5 fingers. I mean, is that like it's a lack, or it is in purpose? How come I have 5 fingers, Allah have 5 fingers? You Muslim, you keep saying Allah, nothing like Allah. Okay, nothing like Allah, but he have 5 fingers in his hand. Why you don't have 6, 7? And Abdul? Hello? By the way, for those who wonder how I look like, just let me add some to the drawing, and they will look like me. Okay, we add here an Arabian clothes. Here we have Arabian clothes, and then there's a jalabiya. Okay, and then I have a gun here. I always carry my gun with me. And then I have yeah, I wear no socks because the government don't allow me to go in the airplane when I take off my shoes because of the smell. So I stopped wearing socks, so I cannot add socks here. And I have 1 leg here, another one. I'm not like Allah. Allah have 1 leg. So, and what else is missing? I mean, it's almost close. We are close. Me and Allah, we look the same almost. And Abdul? This is God. You have if you guys, if you go right now in YouTube, let me show you something. Hold on. If we go in YouTube and we search for Allah shin, Allah has a shin. Allah has a shin. You believe it? The Muslims are teaching in their classroom. The the Muslim people that Allah has a shin. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is not me saying that. I mean, the video is in front of you. You can click in it. You can search right now as we speak. Search Allah SWT. This is like BMW in Islam, you know, like, because he's very fast. It took him 600 years to send Muhammad after Jesus. You see how fast he is? It's BMW CC 200-5607. So Allah has a shin. Any Muslim can explain to us why Allah he has a shin? And by the way, I am the first one ever who said Allah has a shin. And then everybody start copying from me. To the point I used to have an account, it's called Allah the Leg. But you know, because I keep losing accounts because YouTube they loves me. So why Allah has a shin? Any Abdul? What about Allah has hands? Hold on. Just to show you, I'm not saying things like even the Muslim they teach that in the mosque, in the school, and they are not like finding this as something weird. You see it? The video. Does Allah have two hands? You watch the video, it says yes. I wish I can play it for you, but as you know, they will play they will claim copyright. Allah has two hands. Do you see it? Allah has two hands. Okay, what about Allah have a foot? Huh? Yes, Allah have a foot. Do you see it? Allah has a foot. Any Abdul? Allah has fingers. Do you see it, Abdul? Allah what? Allah has fingers. Why Allah has fingers? What is the need of Allah to have fingers? What for? So you see, the Muslims they try to you know, because most of you have no idea what Islam is about. So you think when Muslims speak about their God, their God is something spiritual. For those who do not know, Allah is not even a spirit. Do you know that? Allah is not even a spirit. So does God have fingers, have hands, have foot, have legs, have two eyes, have face, but he is not a spirit? So what he is? Body? It's a physical body, but this physical body must be dead. It must be an idol. You know, when we say that this God is not a spirit and he has no spirit, so what he is? He's a physical being. Physical being without a spirit, what will make him? Dead body? Idol? Rock? Concrete? Devil? Jellyfish? Octopus? And you know, look, Allah has hands, mouth, heels, fingers, chin, and even shape. You see it? I love it. That's so good, man. I mean, this is your God? All of this is your God. So what is left for Mr. Bean? Oof, I don't know what to say. You know, I think I'm very close to convert to Islam, because the second I heard that Allah have hands and He have a mouth and He have and heels and fingers and shin and even shape, yeah, even shape. I mean, how stupid you Muslims! You just said He have hands and have mouth and He have fingers and He have a shin, and you are talking about even shape. Oh boy. Any Abdul. Who is Abdul when I call us? Volunteer. Who is a suicide volunteer caller? Any Muslim, he want to be a suicide volunteer caller to teach us and to get us busted. Anyone? If you are a new person in our channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you are an old person in our channel, don't forget to unsubscribe, because it make me feel better, like, you know, like people subscribe and subscribe. It's more fun. It's like Allah have two hands in the right side. Ask yourself why He have two hands on the right side. Because He like to take, He don't like to give. Muslim, they take in the right hand and they give in the left hand, yeah, because they are unhappy to give you. So Allah have two hands on the right side. Any Abdul? And actually my favorite one, the one who explained about Allah hands and fingers, etc., is this guy, this Abdul here. This is the best. This guy is, you can tell he's a terrorist. Like one of the student, he is not convinced of what he is saying, so he was looking at him, almost he want to kill him. What's your name? Are you like and look, his name is Sheikh Faiz. He's a sheikh. I mean, this is a shaky sheikh. Any Abdul wanna call me? I mean, what's wrong with you, Abdul? It's very simple. I mean, why Allah have hands, have fingers, have a mouth, He have two eyes, and Allah eyes located where exactly? We are assuming in His face, but where His face is located? Because you see, the Muslims, when they say, let us use this page here to draw. As long the Muslims, they say Allah is not a man. So we are not sure really Allah eyes is located where, because Allah have a face, but is that necessarily He have a head? No. So let us assume Allah is like a ball, and this side of the ball is the face of Allah, and He have two eyes here. All right, and then Allah have two hands in the right side, and He have a leg. What if Allah eyes in His chest? I mean, I'm just thinking of options. So if Allah is like this, let us say Allah, this is the chest of Allah. This look like a nose. What the heck is that? What is that? I have no idea what I'm drawing. Hold on. I have to fix this. Look like Allah is not helping me. Okay, hold on. I want to show you how good I am in drawing. You think I do not know how to draw? Yeah, hold on. Let me show you my art. Here we go. What the heck is that? Hold on. I mean, always I used to do it right. What's happening here? I know. Let me turn off the screen so nobody will see. Guys, I just received Quran, and the Quran, nobody knows what it means save Allah. Same as my drawing. Hold on. Okay. Now we do this. I mean, what? This is a heck of a nose. Okay. I mean, this is so good, man. Look at me. I'm improved. Unbelievable. I made it. Look at Allah. Unbelievable. How handsome he is. Oof. I'm sweating here. I need to take a shower. Oof. Man, this is very embarrassing. Any Abdul have a problem with Allah look? Actually, I'm thinking to do a live art class to teach people about art. I mean, you can tell I am very much qualified. If Muhammad is qualified to be a prophet, why I cannot be qualified to be a music teacher? Or by the way, I play music, in case you do not know. Honestly, if I bring here my keyboard, you will not believe it. But in my drawing, I am very horrible, as you see. But if Muhammad can be a prophet, I mean, I can be qualified for anything. I can even teach you English. Seriously. If Muhammad can teach us Arabic, why I cannot teach you English? If you read the Quran, guys, it's the most stupid Arabic language ever, full of errors. And we, as we speak, I challenge any Muslim right now to call me, and I challenge him to tell me why the Quran is full of errors, Arabic errors. Any Abdul? Let me change the screen, because I think that will make many people leave the channel if they watch this. They will think that this is like a retarded Muhammadan chat room or something. Any Abdul? Allah fingers, Allah have high heels? Allah your mouth? How many teeth Allah you have? I know a person who have 22 tooth. Is that the number of teeth of Allah? Well, you can buy it. Just make a donation. You know, next month I have a trip to do a seminar. Help us with a seminar. And in January I have a long trip too. Help us in the donation so we can, we can support the trip I will do. And then you can buy my art later. I will give it to you as a gift. You can print it from now. Any Abdul? No one? So why you say how you worship a man? You accept your God that he is a physical being. He have a foot, you have 5 fingers, you have a nose, you have 2 eyes, you have a curly hair, you have a big fat ass, you have 2 hands on the right side, and then you say to us Allah is not a man. So what he is? Octopus, a mule, camel? Okay, call me, as long there's no Muslims. Just I wanted to get Muslims before, to give them a chance to call us, and to feel free to call, no problem. Any Abdul? And yet they say to me, why you don't debate Muslims? I keep saying any Abdul, scholar, not a scholar, I don't care, call me. Where is the Abdul? You like my accent? I like my accent too, by the way.
Hello.
Hey, my friend, how are you?
I'm fine, CP. How about yourself?
Where you been? I didn't see you for a while.
Oh, I've been around. I've been watching the videos, listening. It's just that.
But you're not coming live. You're not coming live.
You're right. Well, no, I'm coming live a lot of times.
Okay, let me tell you, I'm a prophet now. I will tell you why exactly you aren't coming live. You are being chased by your mother-in-law. Is that the case?
No.
Okay, so let me give you another prophecy. You are planning to marry a 3rd wife.
No.
Okay. Now, okay, you have children's, and most likely you have a daughter, or not a daughter. If not a daughter, it's a boy.
You know what, CP? You claim to be a prophet, but these are just legends. What you're telling me. These are just legends of old. What you're saying.
Well, good to hear you, my friend. And just because I care to have you with us, that's why I'm asking why you are not here. That's all.
Yeah, well, actually, what it is, for one, it seems like you've been getting shorter. I know you've been saying you're trying to finish that book, and the times that you're on, normally I'm just at work lately. I listen sometimes at work, but I can't always call in unless it goes, you know, fairly late. Then I can call in at the end.
Yeah, that's all right.
So that a couple of things I wanted to say. First thing I wanted to ask you is, why did you curse me with this knowledge of Islam?
You got nothing yet.
At first, I said nothing yet. You said that before. I said all the stuff you showed us, and you haven't scratched the surface. You said,
yeah.
But now it's too much already. I mean, now every time I look at the TV, all I see is liars and idiots. Yeah. At first, I used to watch the news, and I'd see your information. Now I see liars and idiots. Like today, everybody's up in arms about Trump's retweeting. Now, first of all, they're all in arms. You know, well, he's retweeting this and this hate feeling, what have you. And so I look for the videos so I can, you know, see what it is that he's retweeted, but I can't find it. All the sites, everybody's talking about it, you know, how improper it is.
No,
but I can't look at it to judge for myself.
No, I saw it. Actually, I saw it, and I think I have it here. Let me show you, see if I can get it for you. It's nothing. It's just a retweet. You know, a woman. I forgot her name. She tweeted about the Muslims dumping a guy from the roof or etc.
Yeah.
So
I've read about what they are. It's Muslims pushing the guy off the roof.
Yeah.
And a Muslim guy breaking a statue, supposedly statue of the Virgin Mary, and another Muslim beating up a crippled guy in like somewhere in Europe. And but the thing is, they're telling us that it's, you know, hateful, you know, and I guess it could be. I don't know. I haven't seen it, and I can't see it. No, all I get is them telling you that
there's nothing there except that he just retweet what a woman she retweeted, and it is nothing but a crime the Muslims are doing. You know.
Yeah. Well, they should still, if you're going to report it as news, they should still give a link or something to let us form our own opinion. Don't give me my opinion about what it is. Yeah. They should show us the information and let us form our own opinion, you know. But you know, they don't do that, which, you know, which would be consistent with what you're saying, because if you look at it, you may deem that it's no big deal if you look at it yourself. So that jumped out. I wanted to comment here. Well, the shame about the terrorist attack, man. I haven't spoken to you in a while. A lot's happened since I talked to you.
Yeah, I know. Every day there is a terrorist attack. As we speak, there is a terrorist attack happening right now. You know, so there's nothing new. But you know, the stupidity in the you know, in the Western media and those left, it doesn't matter what this guy is saying. You know, when they want, they make him a hate monger. When they want, they make him a racist. When they want, but it's just because he, you know, even you know, Jesus is not safe from their filthy mouths, and he did nothing wrong to them. So what do you think they would do to someone like Trump? If they are truthful, the person is posting what the Muslims did. He is against it. So why they are judging him for what the criminals did, but not he became the criminal? You know, shouldn't they say shame on those guys to kill this boy? So now, so the problem now is not killing the boy; it is a Trump making a tweet or retweet.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and then they make articles. Look at, like as an example here, they say he called Mexican rapist. This is not true. You see the liars? He did not call Mexican rapist. He said criminals and etc. They are coming across the borders, and this is true. But doesn't mean all of them they are bad. But There is rapists and there is a criminals. So he is a president of the country, and he should protect the country. So they take from your words, selective words, and they put them in their own statement, and they make it look like this guy is a filthy, disgusting. Because all the concern, what those people are planning for, that the coming election, they want to make it very hard for him to win.
Yeah, that is their goal.
Yeah, they want the young ones, especially the young ones, to believe that this guy should not. Should not happen. This is a shame to have a president like him. He is teaching hatred. You know. So if I am an immigrant myself, and I don't want people to cross the borders, because especially you do not know who they are. They might be wanted in their country. They might be drug dealers. They might be wanted for rape and killing and kidnapping, and they come here to do their business. Do you want your country to be a farm? If we go to Mexico and I don't have a visa, what they would do to me? They would deport me.
Yes, yeah.
They would put me in jail and deport me. And good for them. They are right. I am the wrong. A good citizen should not cross the borders illegal. You know?
Yeah.
And his concern is not about a person coming to work in the landscape to cut the grass and he's a Mexican. His concern about the drug dealers, terrorists. What about ISIS going through the borders? Because they don't need a visa to Mexico. You know that? Like if you are from certain countries, Mexico is open to most countries in the world, including Afghanistan. So you can fly from any country, and then what you need to take a bus, you go to the borders, and you walk, and you are in America.
Yeah, yeah, but at the same time, which the elephant in the room still Islam and the doctrines that it teaches. You know, that reminds me just another video of yours that I saw. But I wasn't able to comment. When you mentioned the Saudi prince, when he put together his little council of Muslim countries, Muslim leaders, and they're going to stamp out terrorism.
Yeah.
I look at stuff like that now, and it's so funny. It's just funny. I mean, it's hilarious. It's an obvious lie.
No, but you see,
obvious lie, a bad lie.
Look here. How come they did not say that the Saudi prince is teaching hatred against Muslims when he say, I am going to wipe the Islamic terrorist? How come if he say that it's okay? If imagine if a Trump he said that, what they will do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
If he say I'm going to wipe Islamic terrorism, they will accuse him that he is a Hitler and he is going to do ethnic cleansing and he will kill the Muslims and etc. But the Crown Prince himself of Saudi Arabia admitting that we have a problem.
Yeah.
And the problem is so big. And it's about we have to wipe them off. So the Muslim, they can say that, but we cannot say that. Hypocrisy.
Well, yeah, hypocrisy, and more than that, I understand that you have different ethnic groups and different tribes and groups over here and there, and that different groups some groups can say things that people in another group just can't say without everybody getting in an uproar. That's hypocrisy and maybe not fair, but that's the world we live in, and I understand that. My point is, nobody bothers to look at the underlying issue. That's what I was saying. I mean, at first I didn't see it. I suspected, but I didn't see it. Now it just jumps off the screen. I mean, it's like you said, if the problem is the doctrines taught in Islam, so unless his intention is to stamp out Islam, ban the Quran and things like that, it's not doing anything. It's wasting time. His real goal, like you say, I guess if this would be the Prince of Saudi Arabia, so his real goal is to aim at the Shia in Iran, and for him, terrorism is just a smokescreen.
Yeah, but when he say what he said, even he is the real goal is about Iran, but it's a clear admitting that Islam is a problem from the leader of the Muslims. You see, if we go right now, we started the broadcast like 3 hours ago, and we search in those 3 hours ago how many attacks happened, you will see how many attacks happened. I mean, those people, they are killing people every hour.
Right.
Every second go by during the day, there is somebody getting killed somewhere in the name of Allah.
Yeah.
Friday is coming.
That's
Friday is coming. Today is Wednesday. In Asia, it's already Thursday. So Friday is coming, and you will see the Muslim, they will attack Muslims in the mosque. Actually, today as we speak, they throw a bomb and they shoot at the Muslim mosque in Pakistan. Why? Because those are Muslim Sufi. They want to kill all the Sufi. You know what does that mean? They want to kill every Turkish, because most of the Turkish are Sufi.
Okay.
You know, half of Egypt is Sufi. All of them, they should die. I mean, and even those, they consider themselves as Sunni Muslims. So even Sunnis, they should be killed. Sunni killing Sunni. Sunni, they want to kill the Shia. The Shia, they want to kill the Sunni. The Druze, they want to kill everyone. So it's a chain of killing. This is the religion of the devil.
Yeah.
If they are willing to shoot in the mosque, people praying to Allah,
yeah,
just because they are from different sects,
yeah,
and kill almost a half of 1,000 people,
yeah,
and injured other 500. What they are willing to do to someone who's an atheist?
Yeah, but and like the people in Egypt, they actually set up a perimeter around the mosque, so that when the people come out after they blew it up and shooting those people, I mean, that's
yeah, people, they coming out, you know, they know what they're doing. They are professional criminals, you know. So they start shooting, they scare the people, they try to run for their life, and they are sitting around to hunt them one by one. You know, whoever come out, they shoot him. And then after they did that, they went inside the mosque and they shoot everybody left. And then they waited, they hide until the ambulance came, and then they shot everybody in the ambulance. They killed them all.
They shot the ambulance too?
Yeah, they killed the nurses, the doctors, everybody came from a hospital close by, from everywhere. They wait for them and they kill them all. So not only the people they are in the mosque, they get killed, whoever come to help get killed too.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh yeah. So you know how filthy.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
what you got? I mean, that's not evil, man. What you got to do to be evil?
But evil is nothing. You see, Satan himself, he learned from them evil. There's, according to the Egyptian TV station, Islamic Egyptian TV station, 40 child between the dead. Child, 40. You know, like how in the world somebody, he claimed that he have a God and his God is amazing and blah blah, and then you go inside a mosque and those people pray to you the same God, you know. And
yeah, they pray to the same God.
Yeah.
And
those are religious. You see, those are religious. Do you remember the scumbag, the guy who hate the black people, who went inside the mosque, sorry, inside the church, and he shot people in the church?
In South Carolina.
Yeah, but this guy isn't a Christian. This guy is a filthy idiot, right? Yeah. And he is a criminal. And he went inside the church and he shot the Christians. For me, they are Christian. Doesn't matter they are black or white. There's no difference. So he went in and he killed people. And why? Because they are from different color. What is the difference between this guy and the Muslims? He is less a criminal than them. Why? Because he is just driven by his own hate. They think they are doing favor to God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They think they are noble. This guy, he don't think he's noble. This guy is driven just by his madness. Those people, they are driven by what they think it is noble. It is an honor to kill them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They think they are going to heaven.
Yeah.
For killing. This guy is not dreaming about heaven, because there is no religion he believes in is telling him, if you go and shoot the black people, you will go to heaven, which is full of white people.
Yeah, well, he would have had some propaganda from some 2-bit website, you know.
It doesn't matter, but
like that.
Can we say he is a Christian? No. Can we say he is even? There's no. It doesn't matter what he is listening to. For sure, there's a lot of racists exist everywhere, but we are talking about the motive of this. So the Muslim, they think their motive is an honorable motive.
Right.
You know.
Right.
The Nazi
in the world.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But see, the thing that people miss and never gets discussed, you know, if in a world in which Allah is God and Muhammad actually is a prophet, if you see the world that way, then these people are correct. That is right. If Allah was really God, if Muhammad was really a prophet, because that's what the Quran and the Hadith, that's what they teach. It really is what it says. I mean, and it just is what it is. So when these people shoot up the mosque, or they claim that this person is an apostate because they dance or something like that, the Quran teaches them to do that. Those people are not obeying Islam as it is written in the books, and that is it. If you think that this mess is real, is really the word from God, then they're behaving accordingly. That's the point. The only way to root it out is you have to convince them, people in large scale, that, you know, this is not a word from God, you know. This is junk. This is foolish. I mean, this is the point. Muhammad is not a prophet. The Quran is not a word from God. It's a mess. And as long as you follow that, you're going to have a mess, because that's all it breeds. I mean, it's, you know, lies. This is just the fruit of lies. That's what it looks like.
You see, my friend, if you, I don't know if you ever slaughter a chicken. Did you?
No.
Okay. Because, you know, in America, like, everybody go and get their food ready from the, you know, you don't grow like in a farm, etc. If you slaughter even a chicken, it is not really something, you know, it's not comfortable, you know. You see when you see the animal is suffering, and she is just a chicken, you know. You know, when I was I don't know what age I was, I did the slaughter a chicken, all right, and I felt so bad. It's just a chicken. It's not. I'm not killing a human being.
Yeah. I
look at the chicken. She is jumping and going everywhere, and like, you know, like, and I don't know, like, you know, like I was what? So like what I did. How a human being? There is no way a human being, he don't feel the pain of a human being being killed, and he is slaughtering him, and the blood is coming from his body all over. You see, elephants, when one of them die, they get sad. You can go and watch many documentary about elephants. They cry. They cry. You believe it? They cry. They have tears. They cry. They gather together around the dead one. They take care of each other. You know, it's like they have a funeral, and they are animals. How a human being, he enjoy killing people, praying to, you know, I'm not going to say to the Muslims, why you are killing a Muslim who is praying to your God. Somebody praying to any God, whatever he is peaceful, sitting in his ground, he is not carrying weapon,
he's not a threat to you.
He is not a threat to anyone. Why you want to shoot him? I mean, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, well, see, what you have, you know, I've never slaughtered a chicken, although my father, he grew up on the farm, as my mother did too. So lots of stories and such. They would always talk about when they would slaughter the animals, slaughter the hogs and chickens and things like that. Well, one of the things they did with the hogs is they would boil the skin off them, the hair off of them. I mean, they have like a vat of like hot boiling water, and they throw them in there, and it would scald the hair off of them. Now, normally what they would do is they would either cut his throat, and then once he died, put him in the water, or sometimes they would shoot him in his head. There's a way you could shoot him to kill him immediately.
Yeah,
and
right away he died. Right.
Well, but my dad would tell me, he said, there were a few guys that were cruel enough to throw a live pig or live hog in the water. And what they would do is he would thrash about, and the thrashing about would act as a scrubbing motion, scrub the hair off of them. But it was it was cruel, cruel. I remember him telling me that when I was a kid. I said all that to say this. Some people are naturally cruel like that. And if you have an ideal set that rewards that cruelty, that's what you get. The guys that are willing to do that,
Yeah.
instead of being ostracized, they're made heroes.
Not only
And
that,
it trickles down.
they teach their children since early age to be cruel and to be criminals.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So the normal people are more cruel than they would otherwise be. And the people who are naturally like that get put on a pedestal. And it pulls your society in a certain direction. You know, it matters what people believe in. That's what forms their behavior.
This is why you see, if you stay on YouTube, you will see a Muslim ISIS. They have a schools for children's, and they teach them how to slaughter human. And actually, they bring children to slaughter men, prisoners of war. You know, they bring a child, and he have a knife in his hand, and they tell him kill him. You know, and the kid, he do not know what he's doing. He do it. So first time he do it, he don't know what's happening. Second time it's going to be easier. Third time it's that's it. It's something useful, you know, usual. So, but you see, the issue is, I'm trying to speak to those who they are Muslims, who they are not into the dirty, let us say, killing game yet. He is just he did not lose his mind yet. He is driven by hate, but he is thinking about it. So if you are really a Muslim and you claim that your God is merciful, shouldn't you ask yourself what kind of a merciful God he is, the one who ordered you to do such a behavior, and why it is legitimate? And if Allah is God and he don't like those people because they are wrong, why he don't punish him himself? Why he need you to slaughter for him? Can't he say one word, be, and they will be dead? Like, be dead. Hey, Christian Prince, be dead. Christian Prince will be dead in a second. Why Allah he need a bunch of Abdul to attack a group of people and kill them? Why Allah don't do the job of killing himself? Can't he make a volcano? Can't he make an earthquake? Can't he destroy America, all of it, in 1 second? He can if he is God. Why he need a terrorist attack by a guy driving a truck killing 8 people? I mean, what is the accomplishment of Allah by killing 8 Americans? You know what I mean? It is stupid and it's silly. What you did exactly to America. America is a country have millions of people applying for immigration every year. So you kill 8, there's 8 millions coming every year more. This is additional to the birth. I'm not talking about, I'm talking just on new immigrants. There's millions of people, they are dreaming to come to America every year. So what killing 8 people in America or 100, what will do? Nothing. Why Allah don't do the good job? If Allah is God of ability and he can do things and those people deserve to die, okay, kill us, Allah. Let Allah kill us. You're God, let him do it.
Yeah, well, they're doing him a favor, you know, and which I won't. I understand the logic. If I won't push back on the logic of if God deems that this is a good thing to do, then I should do it. Or, you know, I understand that, because atheists will make a similar argument. Well, why doesn't God heal all the sick and stuff like that? You know, that's either there. My point is, can't they see that this is not healthy for the benefit of mankind? Well, I mean, I know they can't, because they deny Jesus. Ultimately, that's where you end up if you look at it long enough. But still, the system of beliefs that they have, it just leads to behavior that's just, it is not conducive to peace. Like you say, one of those videos, you're like, well, they just can't have peace. You know, they can't have peace, and they won't, not as long as they believe like this. You know, who was that? Man, the Muslim in conflict so many places around the world. Well, the Rohingya Muslims. The Rohingya Muslims.
Yeah. Well, you know, the whole idea of Islam is Muhammad, he knew that his God is false. He knew his God, he can't accomplish anything. So look what he said in the Quran in chapter 9 verse number 14. Fight them, Allah punish them by your hands. Do you see it? So fight them, Allah punish them by your hands. So the Muslims, Muhammad, he was able to convince them that when you kill them, it is Allah punishing them by your hands.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw in YouTube when the terrorists they shoot like they shoot a missile at the Syrian army tank or the Kurdish. They say a sentence. They say, "I am not the one who throw. It was Allah who throw." Or let us say, "I'm not the one who shoot. It was Allah who shoot."
Gotcha.
Yeah. Why they say that? Because this is a verse in the Quran. So Muhammad told them, when you shoot, it's not you who shoot. Look what it says. فَلَمْ تَقْتُلُوهُمْ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ قَتَلَهُمْ وَمَا رَمَيْتُ إِذْ رَمَيْتُ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى. Chapter 8 verse number 17. Read with me carefully. Everybody who is looking at the screen, read with me carefully, please.
Hold on, see if you say that verse again, because I had to stop my YouTube when
chapter 8 verse number 17.
All right.
It is not ye who slew them. It was Allah. And then he continues saying, it is not you who throw your arrows, it was Allah. So it is Allah who killed them by convincing the Abduls that when you kill, it's not you who killed them, because those Abdul too, they feel guilty of killing. They became professional criminals. So Muhammad, he want to make them feel better. So look how evil he is. It is not you who slew them. It was Allah. It's not you who shot them. It was Allah. So the Muslim now, Muhammad, by saying that, he made him feel not guilty. I'm not the one who slew them. It was Allah. I am not the one who throw. It was Allah. So a Muslim, he shoot you and he say, it's not me who's shooting, it's Allah. This is what they say in the video. Seriously, this is what they say in the video. He quoted this verse saying, it's not me who's shooting, it's Allah. So Abdul, he believes he is just a witness for the shooting of Allah. Allah is killing them. It's not me. So don't blame me. So Muhammad, he knew that his followers, they feel guilty and they feel upset of the crime they are committing. So in order to make it light on them, so he gave them this verse saying, don't think you are the one who killed them. It's Allah who killed them. Allah, he killed them by your hands. But the fact, he is the one shooting. He is the one is killing. You are just a witness.
Okay. So then the people who attacked that mosque, like in Egypt, would be thinking that too. Similar.
Yeah. Saying,
not them that's doing
it's not us who killed them. No, we did not kill those people in the mosque. It was Allah. You know, that's why they say, وَمَا رَمَيْتُ وَإِنَّمَا اللَّهُ رَمَى. I'm not the one who shoot you. It was Allah who shot you. I'm not the one who slew you. It was Allah who slew you. As simple as that. And that will make them feel of relief, of guilt. So now he is a criminal, but he don't feel he did anything wrong because I did not kill. But you are the one who shot the guy. Yes, but it's Allah. And the Quran says that. And now the Muslims, because they are suffering with the terrorism, they are trying to find a solution for the Quran. You see, in Saudi Arabia, I don't know if you saw the news, in Saudi Arabia now they are inviting famous artists, music artists, to play music in Saudi Arabia. What's happening? Music in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I thought that was haram.
Yeah, it's haram. But the reason is, you see, they are trying to see how we can stop this madness of this stupid religion. So they are trying to find a solution because they are the ones getting hurt too. Islam is hurting everybody. So what we will do, maybe we can bring them music. The music will make people softer. And it's true, by the way. People who don't listen to music, they are cruel. Music soften your heart. You know. So let us bring the music because the music is haram. So maybe we are savage because there's no music. Let us allow the music. So now they are trying to bring music. Actually, the king of Saudi Arabia, he ordered to start a new let us say department, which is called Department of Entertainment. This is something new for Saudi Arabia. Why? Because
they can't do anything.
Yeah, but how they can do it is going to be really this guy, this new crown. If he can do it, he will be really I mean, accomplishing a lot of things in his time. This guy, obviously, he is going to get killed.
That's what it sounds like, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think he, you know, like he will be lucky if he survive long. I mean, this guy, you have to be careful. His guards have to be from very loyal ones. Otherwise, he will get killed, the crown prince, because there's many in this cult. They will not like what he is doing. Music, women, she is allowed to drive now. He is trying to open a movie theater. So what is next? Soon he will allow the churches. You know, if this has happened, that can lead to a revolution if you don't have a really good control of the country. So we will see what this guy he can do. You know, for me, I don't believe that change can happen that easy, but maybe he is the one who can do it. We don't know. We will see.
Yeah,
we will see.
Like I said, he may be able to do it, but that's not going to be peaceful. Like
I'm afraid he might get killed. You know, those terrorists, Muslims, they have terrorist mind, as we say. They grow up. Somebody will stand and he will shoot him, and he will say, "I did not shoot you. It was Allah."
Yeah, but if you go by the letter of the letter of law in Islam, the letter of Islam. I don't know about women driving, but stuff like the music, and if he opens a movie theater, if he keeps, isn't that haram? If he keeps,
but you see, listen. One day, all Islamic countries, other countries, they used to have the same thing too. So the Saudi Arabia, they stayed far from this because they have Mecca. Okay. So it is supposedly the Holy Land. Otherwise, it was always like in Afghanistan, and Afghanistan is far away from Saudi Arabia. It's haram until now, right? So it's depend how you introduce it, and the ruler he can force things to happen. So first step is going to be hard, and then it's going to be easier and easier and easier. As I said to you before, first bicycle came to Saudi Arabia was arrested and accused to be the bike of the devil. The bicycle is arrested, yeah. Not the driver.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they arrested the bicycle. So we have a great improvement since the bicycle thing, right? So it can happen.
Yeah.
Do you know the prince who was the crown prince before this one? This one, he took him off.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but I knew that they switched the crown prince.
Yeah, but do you know what happened to him?
No.
This guy, he was the minister of internal minister, like police, etc. He's in charge of intelligence, police. So one of Al Qaeda members, he contacted the department, and he is in Yemen, and he said he want to meet the prince, and he is willing to repent and to leave Al Qaeda. So the prince, he is just trying to be more popular, so he agreed to meet him. All right. So they brought him to him, and then when he went inside his office, he have a watch in his hand, which is going to ignite a bomb in his ass. I'm serious. They put a bomb in his ass, in his internal anus, and when he is in the office, he exploded himself. He did. And this prince, he was burned all over, almost he died. All right. Okay. It took him 4 years, I think, to recover, to be able to to appear normally in the front of the people.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So this guy who put the bomb in his anus, they found the fatwas from his sheikhs, because how he was able to push this bomb in his anus? It's impossible. So what they did, they made a fatwa that it's okay if a man he have sex with him, because the let us say the mission required that. They want to increase the size of his anus so they can push the bomb. And then they brought him a mujahideen, one after one, doing boom 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 with this guy, until his anus get bigger enough so they can push the bomb inside, and this is lawful. So I'm telling you about the mentality. I mean, how stupid this guy is to accept. I mean, you want to do jihad, fine. You want to kill the prince of okay, we understand. You hate him, but you want like 10-20 men to F you, and the purpose is jihad. So now what we can say, it's not me who F you, it was Allah.
Yeah, all those men were gay. Period. They're all gay.
Yeah, they made a fatwa that it's okay that a man if a man, as long the purpose is not to F him, but the purpose is to do jihad. So now we want to put a bomb inside his anus, and it doesn't fit. It's small.
No,
we want to increase.
Was to F him.
Yeah.
If they just wanted to,
almost the prince, he got killed. Like he was lucky because he have a distance between him and the terrorist, but look how evil they are. I mean, those people, they have a mentality. It's like the devil is controlling them. How a person he accepts such a thing? Like, okay, he want to kill the prince, and now they want to, how we can kill him? Because for sure the security, they will check his pocket, they will check his body, they will check etc., but they will not check his anus.
Well, not until then. They're going to check it now.
Yeah, but since then, every terrorist they attack, they check his anus. But make no mistake though. Before we move on, all those men were gay. Y'all the bomb and the other men that did it. They could have used something else. They could have used some sort of instrument. They can use their hand. They can use a cucumber. They can
use something else. They didn't want to. Gay. I mean, hey, they should just come on out and say it.
I don't know. You can search for it. Maybe you can find it. Anyway, my friend.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Anyway, we have enough for today. I want to say thank you for calling, and good to have you with us, my friend. And don't forget to call us again.
Yeah, CP. One more thing before I go. Not long.
Sure.
I saw a video of a guy. He was talking about Zayd and Zainab, and he was giving his explanation, the alternate story. The alternate story basically was that Muhammad, basically that the verse was not revealed after the fact. Muhammad trying to clean it up, but basically Muhammad knew it ahead of time, which is actually worse for Islam anyway. I'll send you the link in your Skype after we go.
I know what the Muslim they will say. My friend, listen carefully. The interpretation of the story says clearly that Muhammad, he went to the house of those women when she is married, and he said to her word by word, "Praise be to Allah, the one who made my heart flip for you," and he became in love with her. So the verse revealed after, the verse revealed before, it doesn't matter. The guy already, he revealed his intention to have the women, and she's married.
Oh no, you misunderstand what I'm saying. No, I understand because you've gone over this before.
Yeah.
And I understand what happened. What I'm saying is, I like to look at the video. It's like 7 or 8 minutes. The next time I call you, I'm going to respond to it, and I actually would like you to critique my response.
Okay.
That's what it is. I'm going to try to respond to it, reason out a response without you telling me.
Okay, all right.
And then I want to know if I make mistakes and things like that. That's why. That's where I'm going with it.
No problem. All right, my friend.
All right.
That's good.
Thank you, CP.
Thank you, my friend.
Right.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we have some callers today. One caller, that's improved. Yeah. Well, I appreciate really those who call and those who share with us. And Cole is a person always he like to share with us, and he care for exposing the cult of Islam. I want to say, guys, thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and don't forget to tell your friends to subscribe to us. Now, for those really care for helping us in our mission, I really appreciate. I don't talk about the donation much, because I don't feel like it's right to talk about it much. But I want to remind people that we need your help. In the coming few months, I have many trips, and those are not for free. Somebody have to pay for it. So if you really care for what we do, then help us and help me in my coming trip. I cannot tell you where I'm going to go exactly, but I have many trip to come, and you know why I cannot tell you why. Uh, uh, and for sure, during the time I will be away, I hope I will be able to post videos. If I could not do live, but I might be able to do live because some places they might have a good speed internet. We will see. So I want to say thank you. Yeah, I will have many trips flying around. Like next month, we have a seminar. We will record it, and maybe we will not do live podcast right away, but maybe the day after, the church, they will load their own version, their own video in the internet, because usually this is what they do. And I told them, don't do it live. After we finish, you can load the video. So maybe as a day after or 2 days after, the video about the seminar will be online in their channel. I'm not going to tell you which channel right now, or I will download it from their channel and post it in my YouTube. All right, and this is for now, before the new year. Now after the new year, I have a trip for almost 2 months, not in one country, in like from place to place. I will be like Magellan, going from here to here to here. So this is why I really appreciate those who help in donation, because I pay for my trips from your donation. As simple as that. And I really appreciate those who help in what we do. So I want to say thank you. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you soon again this coming Friday, as always we say, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I mean to that. And see you soon again. Thank you.
Thank you.